Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and honors to those out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. Where the Israelites come out here, man, to proclaim the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High, and His return is nigh. So for the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American Indians, right now it's all about repentance, repenting before the great judgment comes. Because we're right at that point, man, where all hell's getting ready to break loose. Babylon's ready to go out in confusion, and I'm sure you see Babylon is in confusion. These in Babylon, man, the average American don't know whether they're up or down, man. Here it is, you got right wingers, don't tread on me, bootlicking for the government and against the Second Amendment. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that you would have had right wingers talking against the Second Amendment? They're confused. America's completely a place of utter confusion. Up is down, down is up. They got a social media president posting out monkey pics, man. Everyone's going wild. One big reality TV show, man. Meanwhile, it's getting ready to be turned into a desert, which we're going to get in the scripture. Serious judgment is going to come to that place. They started 147. Yeah.
Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 from the top. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
That's talking about America. America has been the chief of the nations. You know, the nation that the bad boy on top with the biggest gun that can threaten the nations, belittle the other nations. All right, it's true. That's true. That's America, the powerhouse. But the scripture says they're gonna come and sit in the dust, meaning they're gonna be taken from that lofty seat that they possess, and it's all happening right now. Right, the more they act like they're the king, the less they're becoming the king. Their time is almost up out here. Go on.
O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That the greatness and the love of America is going to go out in fire and blood, because the Lord is going to turn America into an unsightly place, a grotesque place, a desert of fire and blood. Spooky looking, ghost town.
Can I grab something real quick?
Yeah,
so Revelation 18 and 21, and the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
No more. There ain't gonna be nothing left of America. America's gonna be turned into that glass parking lot they like to joke about. That's a serious judgment, and that's no joke, because 3,000 square miles, man, from LA all the way over to New York, man. It's a big place. A lot of cities in America, all right? A lot of infrastructure. It's all gonna go in smoke with the Grammys and Hollywood and all of that, man. Jay-Z record, everything, NBA and everything. Super Bowl, right? That long ass fucking. I can't even watch that shit, man. Shit's just long, man. It's gonna just nuke it. Good, man.
Says verse 2 in Isaiah 47.
They're even confused about that, man. I'm talking about soccer. Soccer.
The whole world is calling it football.
What's wrong with this guy? Soccer. Semi-final. It's a semi-final, bro. It's a semi-final. These people are confused. They got a game that you most of the time with the ball in your hand. Pause. Yeah. And then they call it football. And then call our thing soccer. It's confused. Babylon is this place, man.
So we go by Isaiah 34 and 11. But the cormorant and the beaten shall possess it. The hound also and the raven shall dwell in it, and it shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion.
The line up, meaning you ain't gonna know where you are, man. Whether you're in Kansas, you ain't gonna know whether you're in Kansas or whether you're in New York, man.
Just be one big desert.
So it's just gonna be one wasteland. Yeah, mash up, rock up. No infrastructure. Oh yeah, there's the Statue of Liberty, or you know, the Golden Gate Bridge, or whatever other goofy. Oh, what's that thing they got with the presidents all up in the mountain? Mount Rushmore. Yeah, Dashway down there. Yeah, all that's gonna get Dashway, right? The Grand Canyon, Dashway, everything rock up and mash up. Yeah.
It goes on to say, and the stones of emptiness.
Stones of emptiness, man. You know, real estate. Ain't gonna be no real estate, man. It's gonna be unreal. Unreal estate. It's gonna look unreal. Trust me. The Lord's about to do great judgment in that place, man. Man's talking about the golden era. Alright, good luck with that. Stay on, but
Is that something for you?
yeah, go on.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and family through her witchcraft.
Yeah, that place is for America. It's just one big bag of Satanism, man. So Satanism on the highest level, witchcraft, lies, deceit. That's why the people are so confused. It's
That's
because
why they
it's
got the Epstein thing going on.
Yeah.
Because it's just bare witchcraft going on.
it's just deceit, and they can't even tell the truth about that.
Yeah.
Just look at what they're doing, man. Remember, the people releasing the Epstein files are the people that's doing it. Right? They tease man along and say, okay, we're gonna release it, then we're not gonna release it. Then we're gonna release it, then we're not gonna release it. Then we're gonna release it. Then they had some thing where, oh no, it's finally being released, and they got a bunch of influencers, and they come running out. Bro, this is insane. They come running out with folders, yeah. Like, we got the Epstein files. Then it came out, it's bare redacted, yeah. And it's like, then my man saying it's a democratic hoax. Right? It's confusion. So it's real, it's not real. It's a hoax, it's real. Then they feed you this bit, then they don't feed it. It's all confusion. Then they come out and say, oh, there's nothing in there we can investigate on or persecute. It's just it's just a talking point. At this point, it's just a talking point. Meanwhile, all of that elite level activity is still going on.
There's other Epsteins in this world, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he was a nobody. He wasn't no top done. This stuff's still going on a high level. This ain't nothing new. They got the March, the troll case in Europe, man. This thing ain't nothing new. This is actually happening. So where's the CIA and the FBI finding all these elite pedophile rings? They can't find them. They don't know. Like we can't. But they'll find you though. They got everything bugged, but they can't find no elite pedophiles. Don't exist. Unless they're dead. Then they'll find them, innit? Like in Jimmy Savile, he's dead.
I should have known. You had intelligence.
Yeah, they can find what you're lying.
Oh, we just had no idea. Did you know? No one knew. Jimmy Savile, nobody knew. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Bad police reports, but no one knew. Everyone had no idea. But I thought he was creepy though. Get the hell out of here.
But I think we've been covering shit for a long time
Oh,
about these different dudes, man. And like we knew about these things already.
yeah.
And yet these men don't know.
Bro, the whole thing about it's not even like the occultism is hidden. It's not hidden. This information, the signs, the symbologies, all these things are available for the public to see. So if you utilize that, then you will see that the whole infrastructure of America is based upon witchcraft. The whole governmental infrastructure, all the big corporations, flipping Silicon Valley, forefathers were all Masons. Washington D.C. was Masonic ritual to plant the cornerstone of Washington. They was wearing all the whole thing is witchcraft, man.
Every 4 years they do an inauguration. Inauguration means put in place of the demons. They do it like they swear on the Bible.
The music industry is so openly demonic now. The Grammys, all the award ceremonies are just all you gotta do is turn the sound off and watch it. It's like, yo, this shit is demonic, man.
They got their idols scattered everywhere.
Everyone's rocking the one eye. The man can't take a picture without hiding a, you know?
Triangles.
Exactly. Why do they want to do that one eye?
Come on, it's out in the open now. Everyone should know, but because it's so confused and demoralized, really, it's normalizing the mind of the people.
Can I get something quick?
Yeah.
It's from Revelation 18, verse. I'm gonna start from 10. Points in the 13, right? So standing afar off with the fear of her torment, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city."
You know what? If you're gonna do that, read up a bit from me, because it's gonna expose Babylon. What? Who's Babylon? Which is America. Because I was gonna go through 18 anyway. Yeah.
Alright, this is Revelation 18, verse 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her." And that's why so many people are being implicated with American darkness, the wickedness is going on there. Even though these enemies, like the Xi Jinpings of the world, the Putins, they're all linked. They're all in these things together, man. They're all doing, dabbling in the same wickedness. Right? It says, Merchants.
So like, because they're all puppets controlled by the same puppet master. That's it. They're all bought and paid for by the same lobbyists. And the fact is, now everyone knows that the Jays, in matter of fact, the Jays, small hats, they actually do own the fucking world, man. They do actually run this world because they own all these fucking leaders, man. It all goes back to them at the end of the day. So when Kanye was saying that, even though we were saying that years before he came out and said
They own Kanye.
they own Kanye.
Because Kanye is another one. He comes out, has his little moment, then he goes back into his box.
But every time he goes off the rocker, they just MK Ultra him again.
But he was the original MAGA.
Oh yeah,
He was the original black MAGA.
He was doing what Nicki Minaj was doing
And then now they got Nicki doing the same thing. So all these men, you can't trust them. They'll come out and say shit. They're controlled opposition. You can't trust Kanye.
Back in 18, verse 3, it says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of their delicacies.
Yeah, America became a major consumer in the earth. What was it, by the 70s? You're looking at around the 70s, where America's at one time after World War II, America was a major producer.
Yeah.
That's how they made their peace. Then they flipped the script and became a consumer. So now they've outsourced the production to the rest of the world. They got the money and the credit lines running, so now they can just buy shit. The consumerism is just off the chart.
And they became the world reserve currency.
Yeah. So now they're just consuming. To make money, get a factory, put some slaves in that factory, and then just any bullshit. It could be any dumb shit. It could be a back scratcher. Man, I got so much stuff. Only in America you got such a thing known as a boot sale. But man's got so much shit. I need to sell some of this shit. You ain't going nowhere else, and a man's got all that stuff. Just 20,000 tons of toys for the kids, like just random appliances, just bare random shit, man. What's that guy name? Gary, what's his name? Fucking, you know the guy that he goes to these boot sales and he buys stuff and resells them on eBay. He got rich off it. It's Gary something. You know, I know you know the guy. We'll go in and buy a man's Pokemon, buy something, and then it's actually worth like flipping $3 grand or something, man. So they put it up on eBay. Yeah, you could do that in America because the consumerism is off the chart, and they've allowed people to be able to, through credit, live above their means just to feed the consumerism. So that's how you got people, certain people that's living in these third world countries that are rich because they own the production over the slaves to produce these cheap goods, like the billionaires in China. You got billionaires in India, Nigeria, all these different places that they can make money by selling their goods into America. It's the biggest market. If you get just 1% of the trainer market in America, you're fucking rich as hell. Just 1%. It's a massive market. But man are gonna not just have one trainer, they're gonna have fucking a room. Just a random American got like a whole closet full of trainers. You go to other places in the world, man, I got one trainer, but they got to roll with it until it's old out and they get another.
They got a couple of the same type of trainers as well.
With different colours.
Different colours.
They got colour schemes. Yeah, that's because of the consumerism, man. That's not a normal thing. That doesn't happen everywhere in the world, but it happens in America. But those good times are about to come to an end.
Well, Trump said you're gonna have like one toy, one doll, all this shit. You know?
No more cheap goods.
Can I grab that real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Baba Kashar says, Second Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good
You
case.
had your good times, man.
Them cheap Chinese goods.
Yeah, you had good times.
Yeah. Says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right, so things are just continuously getting worse. You know, and Trump's not forecasting nothing great for you. He's telling you, oh, you're gonna be richer than ever, all this bullshit. But ultimately, what's happening? The dollar's dying. The jobs is dying. The economy's dying. Right? There's only sadness.
And the police state is growing. The corporations are growing. Ain't that funny? The corporations are still getting bigger and bigger, but the people are dying. The small businesses, they're dying because everything's the seating. You know what I'm talking about. They started dying from then, and all these tariffs really affect small businesses more than they affect big businesses. Because Amazon can absorb them tariffs like it's nothing. Whereas if you're a small business, that's your profit margin gone. So you're gonna either have to shut your business down or sell to Amazon.
Yep.
That's why man's talking about the stock market. You look at the stock market, it's only a few companies in
Yeah.
America that's driving the stock prices up. There's a few tech companies.
The Fortune 500s and that. You think there's just 500 companies in America?
Yeah.
There's thousands,
Yeah.
tens of thousands. They man ain't doing it so well.
And even in there, I think it's like 10
it's
of them.
yeah,
There's only
Yeah.
about 10 of them that's actually doing good.
it's doing good, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, go on.
This is the book of Isaiah 24, and start from 12. 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mouth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
That's what's about to happen. That's going to happen when America enters into crime chaos. That's when all the party ends, man. All of the going out on a Friday night. Now it's survivalist mode. You know what I mean? But and that's actually going to happen, man. Chaos and confusion. That's coming.
Yeah, back in Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague.
You got to separate yourself now spiritually from America. See, a lot of our people, they're invested in America. These Afro angles. That's why they're always crying about, oh, well, we built America. Bro, because really what they want is to be acknowledged in America and to be accepted and incorporated. That's why these niggas will get up there, start teardrops coming out their eye when they hear the national anthem, man. Oh, can you see? They got up there, teardrops falling. I'm an American.
It's always passing the tissue over.
Yeah. Man, because we got this Stockholm syndrome. But nah, man, really, in the spirit, you got to come up out of that, because as a patriot, we shouldn't be patriotic for the
Place of our
oppressor,
captivity,
for the organization, because these men will never accept you anyway. We see that, we know that. They'll accept you when it benefits them, but as soon as it don't, you're not really British. That's why us, man, we understand it's better to be an Israelite. Our patriotism goes back to our forefathers, not to know Britain. Because the first thing you know, these men are shoving it back in your face anyway. Oh, you're not really British, are you? You know what I mean? British DEI and all that. DEI.
They tricked us with the wind rush and all that. Any man come on boats thinking, yeah, we're going to do good. The tribe of Benjamin and all that.
Now they're talking about re-immigration, they want to kick men out and all that stuff. No. And then you got a lot of Benjamites here in the UK, they're obsessed with Britain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, yeah, I'm British now and all this stuff. Bro, come out of her, man, you know, in general sense everywhere, but especially in America. Because if you join yourself spiritually onto America, which is what you do when you want to vote, for this politician and vote for that, you're giving yourself and your spirit over to America. You're co-signing all the bullshit.
They trust in Egypt.
Yeah.
They trust in Egypt, right? And that's going to be your confusion.
And there ain't no good, by the way, just to let you know, there ain't no good guys.
We've seen the Epstein thing.
There ain't no good guys. And here it is, you got Nicki Minaj talking about Jesus. Nicki Minaj is talking about Jesus and how evil Jay-Z and these guys are. I'm like, God damn, this bitch is in the same, and people were like, yeah, because they're so used to this idea that there has to be a good guy and a bad guy. But the reality is there are no good guys. They're all Satanists and they're all evil. So whether you're on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. The left is wicked and evil, and the right is wicked and evil. There ain't no good guys in this thing. So the minute you latch yourself onto one or the other, you've already been demoralized. You've chosen Satan. What do they call it? Choosing the lesser of two evils. Well, if you choose the lesser of two evils, you're choosing evil. The Bible says choose the good. So that's why don't invest yourself in America. Don't invest yourself spiritually in it, man. Disconnect. We use this word, we're not abusing it, man.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, the 17th chapter, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord Yahweh thy God shall choose. one from among thy brethren shall thou set as king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee who is not thy brother.
Now, Jake's simple, right? Because, you know, we have these leaders that come out of us, right? The Martin Luther Kings and all these things, right? Because we believe these men are for us, for, you know, so-called black people, right? The whole black thing is a misnomer, right? Because we were meant to be about Israelites, but no one's, you know, fighting the cause of Israel, you know, for us, you know what I'm saying?
Our
And
cause
all
ain't
these-
America.
No.
Our cause isn't to have a share of America. Now, you guys want to get reparations so they can spend the money in America.
Yeah, you know, give these more money back.
Yeah, like, no, man. Our thing is supposed to be about the gospel. Our thing is supposed to be about the kingdom of heaven, not America. But what they've done is they've made America, in their minds, America is the kingdom of heaven. And what they're upset about is they want a share of it. So we don't want to shoot, just like right here. I'll tell you straight, we don't want to share with Britain, man. You could have that. Because judgment is coming for this. It's Christ. Judgment is coming for you. We want a piece of what the Lord has for us in the kingdom, man.
Tommy can have.
Yeah, so we want, you see them bacon, putting flags up in Birmingham. What do you do? They call them flag shadows. But, and that shows you these Edomites are low IQ, that they actually think putting a flag on a pole is going to change something, man. You know what I'm saying? You might, that's like putting a dress on a dog. It don't mean nothing, man. Dog ain't gonna cook you dinner, blood. Like, what we doing here, bro? These guys are morons, and that's why I just stay away from Edom. Don't even engage with Edomites, because they're too low IQ to even converse with. I wouldn't even. We had a guy trying to talk to them. I wouldn't even talk to him. I said, bro, I'm like, yeah, put the flag up. I hope you fall out of it. We want our country back. You never had your country, you peon. The country belongs to the elites. You ain't never been owned nothing in England, really. You couldn't even, that same guy that's running that program couldn't even get his wife back. His wife left him. Talking about your country, you ain't even got your wife. Talking about your
thing
country.
called green, right?
Yeah, we just
We drove through the estate. These man got their own security in that.
Yeah.
Jews own the Jews.
They're doing their own
So
thing.
they got all,
And
they
this
can
is
do
Great
Sunday
Britain.
ships and
They're supposed to be
everything.
Great Britain, but
Yeah.
you other Edomites living like that.
Yeah,
They got
but-
their own private security.
And not only they got their own ambulance as well.
Ambulance, police,
Yeah.
security, that guys there, they're bold, like, it's looking at
Bro.
wow, they really got security.
Yeah.
You care the whole estate.
If you're not aristocracy, you're not old money. You're just a peon. All that patriotism is for you. Oh, I'm a patriot. Oh, okay, whatever, bro. Just go to work and pay your taxes, you fucking peon.
Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek they the Lord Jehovah.
Right, the Lord is our solution for all our problems, not Esau. Esau was never going to be. Esau's only purpose is to destroy us as a people.
He brings more problems.
He's a demon, man. That's what Esau's whole thing is, to subvert and to cast us down from our excellence. He wasn't set up to edify us as a people. You ain't worked that out yet. It's 2026 now. There ain't nothing Esau's gonna do that's gonna help you to rise. The Ephesians, the 4th chapter, shows you that the ministry is what's set up to edify the saints, to perfect the saints, and that's what it's all about. Building ourselves up spiritually first, and then infrastructure and all that will come later when we're given possession of the land, without Esau being involved and without his permission, because we don't need Esau's permission at that point.
So,
I've got 3 cents off.
yeah, also,
Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Can you just
Out for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one, into his own country.
So America's incurable. Right, that's why it's going to go out in a sad way, just like every other empire.
When you need something, they're not coming back. They ain't not coming back. When you get hit with them nukes, man, what you gonna do? You just have to just pull the plug and like, yo, we out here, man. It's cool. We're just gonna go home, man. Babylon is cooked, man. The destruction of the Lord is gonna bring us Babylon. There's not gonna be no stone standing. There's not even gonna be a foundation to build on. It's cooked. wasteland, and rightfully so. And we're seeing it every day why that's a righteous and just judgment, man. Because it's just wicked, man. It's wicked from head to toe, and they're exporting the wickedness. Because people watch American media, they watch American people, and they're exporting all of their problems to everywhere else. Like for instance, like here in the UK, man, I don't know about you brothers, but there was never no beef between light-skinned niggas and dark-skinned
Bro,
niggas.
that is the most American shit.
That's some
ever.
American shit. Now people
That's the most
will watch all
American
that
shit.
American shit, and then they'll bring that shit over here. Like, it's
it.
like, whoa. That's never been a thing. Never in my life has it been, yeah, but you light skin, you're not really black. Like, no, what? All that stupid arguments, your man versus woman beef, keep that shit over there, man. But guess what? A lot of men are on TikTok, they're on YouTube, and American media and American stuff dominates. So now you bring them social issues, like niggas bringing shit from Miami to London. Leave that shit in Miami, man. We don't need all that shit. We don't have problems like that, man. Ain't no gal ever got a problem. I ain't got to spend millions on women, bro. I've never had it. This is ridiculous. All that shit sounds crazy. Gal asking you for cash app to go out and shit. Keep that shit over there, man. We can't relate, man. Yeah, we can't relate to all that stuff, man. Just go Nando's, bro.
It's a tiny island, bro. What the fuck you need to fly to the bitch on the train?
That's it.
Yeah, but if you're watching nothing but all that Americanism, then you start living, you start talking, and you see it even. I watch programs in South Africa, and you see how some of these people are acting. You're like, hold on, why are you acting like that? Because they're watching all these Americans, man, and they import that toxic fucking culture over there, man. That's why America's gotta be destroyed, man.
Because it's
Just one verse. Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, they export America through their media is able to export a lot of wickedness, a lot of toxicity to the rest of the world.
I was just saying Netflix, man. Netflix is when you look at the founder of Netflix, he's the nephew of Edward Bernays. And when you look into Edward Bernays, he's a cousin or something like that of what was that devil, man?
Kinsey.
No, it wasn't Kinsey. It was Frederick, whatever. Basically, he was one of them psychologists, innit? They call it Freud, Sigmund Freud and that. And when you look into them man were just all about subversion, making people do certain things. So then, like the elders going into, you'll be watching certain things in South Africa, and you're like, wait there, what the hell is this? But it's like with that whole Netflix machine, which has never made a profit, by the way. But why is it propped up? Right, it's propped up because what the purpose of platforms like that is to export Western ideals to those countries, and you'll be watching something, and there'll just be a little thing in there, and you're like, wait, where's that from? It's a weapon.
Well, that's why China, they're up on the game, so they make sure that they say, listen, if you're gonna bring that movie over here, you have to cut that out and cut that out and cut that out.
Yeah.
So they actually use a difference between the movie or the series when it shows in China than when you watch it here in the UK or you watch it in America. Because the Chinese are like, nah, you ain't bringing that subversion all up in there.
That's it. They banned shows with feminine men, man. They can't bring that shit.
Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. Thou puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah. So a lot of this subculture is not organic. It's a culture, and it's youth culture because it's the youth that adopt it. Because teenagers are very they're susceptible to being changed. Like obviously, us man, we're big man. So when we see some foolishness, we're like, yo, man can't run with that. But a little youth, that's teenager, that's barely been conscious for they soak it all up, and then that's how they're able to change things. Youth culture. So like when MTV came out, they didn't target MTV to the people that's already like 50, because they're set in their ways. They targeted the youth. So these youth cultures are how they are able to degrade the morals and degrade society. And it's done on purpose.
That's why they're always kind of disconnecting the young from the older generation. Yeah. Parents and stuff like that. It's a state of raising your children. And so they set the curriculum, right?
Yeah. And even the children's program, if you watch a lot of these, because everyone grows up watching Nick Jr. and all that shit, and you look at the dynamics of the families, they always have it where the parents aren't cool and you really shouldn't even be listening.
One second.
And they
got it, yeah.
reinforce
Give
that
that
a
to the
teenager's
brothers.
supposed to be rebellious. But where did you get that from? So
knows
there's this
that
eye,
you
it's
use this for
almost like
camera.
enabling. So when,
Leave
as
this
a
one so
child
the brothers
watching
can
that,
take it.
you think that as a teenager you're supposed to be rebellious. But that's not true. That's just an archetype that they've pushed out there through the media. And obviously when you watch that, you now copy it in your life because you're like, well, this is how I'm supposed to be. So that's another reason why America wants to be destroyed.
Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right, it's a confusion. Here it is. That man would tell you, yeah, that stealing is wrong, and then make a Fast and Furious movies, man. That's basically about stealing cars. That's why they call Babylon confusion. Because they're giving you mixed messages. On one hand, they'll say drugs is wrong. On the other hand, they'll promote movies with a drug dealer, and he's the good guy. Being a drug dealer is wrong, but yeah, what's it called? Snowfall, or what was the other one? Snowfall. Yeah, you watch all these programs or Power. You watch all these things, and drug dealers are the protagonists. So then, as a child, you got mixed messages. On one hand, you're saying it's wrong, but on the other hand, it's cool, and it's showing it to you. You know, you'll make video games where you're a mass murderer. You're just going around shooting and killing people, man. But then that's wrong. Don't do it in real life. But no, the society's not supposed to give their children a mixed message. It's either right or it's wrong. And the media, but then it used to be like that. But they chipped away at what you're able to show in your children, morals.
Because I was going to say, you look at the old school cartoons on YouTube, even in them cartoons, the old school ones like the Conans and Raven Star and all that, they have the messages telling you how to behave. Saying don't do this, don't do that, that's wrong. You say it at the end of the cartoon. They don't do that no more. They don't put the moral code out there. Everything's just be wicked. You know, Sabrina the Teenage Witch type of shit. Keep saying this. Be as demonic as you can.
Do as thou
It's
wilt.
alright. Yeah, do as thou wilt.
The good witch.
Yeah, the good witch.
What the fuck you mean, the good witch?
I said these youngsters are already under these sprays though. You know what I'm saying? It's already there.
That new movie they got out, Wicked.
Yeah,
Two
Wicked,
black
yeah.
lesbian bitches. They're promoting it like to say that's righteous.
Yeah, and in that film, when you watch her, because I watched it, man, it's,
I ain't watched that shit.
the actual premise of the whole film in the end was the brand was telling he come from America. The Wizard of Oz came from America, so he brought the lies and propaganda to us. Yeah. So the whole thing is him just spreading lies and propaganda, and then the blonde-haired bitch knew it was lies, but she just went along with it. And then the black bitch, which was really, she was good, but she was getting she was good, but she was getting propagandized against. She decided to kill herself, stage her death to keep the lie going. So the whole thing was, keep the lie going, because it would be better to keep the lie going and let him leave than just tell the truth and show that it was all. No, the whole point is you're supposed to stand for the truth. The truth is, no matter what, you tell the truth. No, it is.
Because the point is you shouldn't build nothing on lies in the first place.
But in this, they've literally built, in the end, the happy ending in this film is they're building the new society, and everyone still believes the lies that were told. They don't know it was all lies. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is insane.
This is Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of
It's
iniquity?
manageable.
Hey, the Most High, he's the only one that's gonna take these devils down. Because we ain't got the power, man.
Yeah.
Because if we had the power, man, we'd go right now and find all these men and
Yeah.
sort them out properly.
No, because it's real. Like people right now see these things, all these high power people doing unspeakable things, right? And then people, well, really, what are you gonna do? Like, what are these people gonna do?
Who's gonna arrest them? Listen, the whole power structure is wicked. The wicked people are the ones who you're relying on to do the right thing, and that's what most people can't understand, but we understand. That's why the scripture says we look for a new heavens and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness, because there ain't no righteousness here. But you watch the movies. Oh yeah, there's this guy, there's a good guy trying to stop all the bad guys. No, there's none. The FBI, wicked. CIA, wicked.
James Bond.
James Bond, wicked. There's no such thing as no counter conspiracy.
It doesn't even matter if Egypt plays him.
They're all wicked. There ain't no good guys, man. They're all the same thing. There ain't no good billionaire. Oh, that billionaire, Elon. Yeah, they try to do the whole Elon versus Zuckerberg thing. Is that, bro? Come on, man.
Through.
Like they're relatable. Fuck off,
They're
man.
demons, man. All of them. They're just Satan. They ain't no good guys. None of them are good. Right? Oh, where was we? Sorry, Revelation 18.
Yeah, back in Revelation 18. Verse verse 5, right? Read 4 again. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her, even as she rewarded you."
Yeah, these Edomites, man. America's always been a place of iniquity and wickedness, man. They've never made it right because they don't have to. What's that? Someone get the book of Sirach, the 5th chapter from the 1st verse. The reason why Esau ain't never gonna make it right is because he don't have to.
You don't want to.
You don't want to. Like, he's winning, and as far as he's concerned, that's it. You gotta force Esau. Esau's a criminal. Criminals don't tend to don't punish themselves. So he stole the land from the Native American Indians. He ain't never gonna make that right. Why would he?
And Esau only restricts power.
Exactly. So if you don't have the power to force him, you ain't never gonna have justice, because he's not gonna give you justice just out of the kindness of his heart. Esau don't believe it.
And that's why one of his whole things is to keep you underpowered, right?
Yeah.
To take power from others, so you can't rise up and do nothing against him. You know, that's why he's always underhanding other nations all the damn fucking time, man.
But he's the police.
So they can't build.
He's the world police. He's the guy that's supposed to be maintaining,
order.
what's it called? The rules-based order and all this shit. Nah, this man's the devil, man. When he wants to take something from you, he's just gonna take it. And if he wants to do a token gesture, he will do that token gesture. And that's all it will be. It will be a token gesture. Listen, just accept. Oh, we put you in slavery? Here, have a card. That's what it was.
Black history.
That's literally what it was. If you go and look up the history of the carnival in London, it was like, these niggas is hurt, you know,
Right.
you know, what should we do? Let them have a carnival. Let them dance, like, you know? It's like,
Because the type of dance is better than to go wild and attack man. You know? So let them have the carnival.
how is that a proper recompense for what you did? Telling you
But just like all these entertainment things are, it's just bread and circus. It's to keep you distracted, keep your mind off the pain that you're really going through on a day-to-day basis. All year you're full of carnival. Life is shit.
like, that's your part, that's your legacy, to recognize your legacy. Like, alright, cool.
British jerk chicken. That's your achievement, isn't it?
Black hair, here's black history. Have that. And this is like, no, bro, what you need to pay, it goes beyond what you're willing to pay. And this is what you gotta understand. That the reason Esau ain't gonna pay, because when you really break it down, Esau owes everything. He owes blood that he ain't willing to pay, and he owes money, because the money he owes is everything plus more. That's why he gotta go into slavery.
Well, you like interest, right?
That's interest. Because when you steal, according to the law, you can't just give back what you stole. You gotta give back more than what you stole.
And he's still stealing.
So Esau's kind of cooked.
I've got a quick one.
Yeah, I got one as well.
Joel 3 and 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
That's it.
Yeah.
These men, they're not ready to what's really gonna have to happen. Even these Edomites, they're quick to run. Oh, we ended slavery. Bro, are you for real?
They
you
love
started.
bringing it up. They love bringing it
Bro, we're still in slavery. Like, what? That's like,
That's not equal.
man really want a pat on the back, bro.
Yeah.
You know, these men really want a pat on the
The
back.
scales ain't balanced, man.
The gaslighting is crazy. Bro.
Yeah. So someone beating you up. Look, I don't beat you up anymore. It's like,
No,
what
I
are you
beat you
talking
up, I
about?
called you in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Like, cool, but I'm fucked up now. You know?
Dude.
Took your wallet, you know. But they didn't- this man is insane, bro.
Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
That's the ultimate solution. See, we're not going to come in and re-educate Esau and try and make it work and try and come to some partnership deal. No, the ultimate solution is Esau's going to be ripped from authority. He can't have it no more. He must not be able to speak. He must not be able to give orders and have this person do this, and he must not be able to think and manifest his thoughts, brother. It can't be done. Because we've seen what happens when Esau think too much. Everything just gets messed up. You give this man power, and man will just manifest evil in the earth, man. So we're gonna, the spirit of the Lord's gonna take that from him. You got Sorok, yeah. We can't give this guy authority, man.
This is Exodus 21:16.
Yeah,
And it says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
You stole a whole group of people, man. And not only that, you messed up our minds, man. I mean, you got the scientific racism and all that stuff, man. You just messed up Jake up. Beyond, it was more than just slavery. Slavery would have been alright. You destroyed the minds of Jake, man. And you created the Negro, which is one of the most foul creatures ever been on the face of the planet. You're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that, man. But you want to pretend that you don't have a hand in all of that. You do.
And it's like, it was all done intentionally to destroy our identity. Right? Because there's other nations going around and kind of enslaved, like the Indians and that kind of stuff. But you didn't change who they were.
No.
You didn't change who they were, you changed who we were. Made us believe we were something we were not.
Constantly putting Jake down, constantly undermining Jake, and then now you turn around and act like we got too much. The gaslighting is real. Now they're saying, oh, everything. Esau just crying. It's like, what are you talking about, man? We ain't got no leg up, bro. What are you even talking about? DEI, and the worst thing about that DEI thing, when you actually look it up, say like a company might, under the DEI, they might have to like have like 5% DEI. Like, it's not even like, the way they're making it look is like, they were just hiring wholesale Jake.
So the rest of the 95% could be baconized, bro.
Yeah, and then even in the DEI, remember, DEI includes white women, it includes white veterans, transformers, disabled men. So it wasn't like Jake was just like flooding into industries, because even now, you type in the percentage of Jake in a lot of industries, it's not there. Like, we took over the airplane industry. Like, all the pilots are black. If you're white, you can't get a job.
I had that one story of like the two black women flying the plane, and then that was just like...
That was it.
Yeah.
And they flew with it. It's like,
Go crazy with it. Oh, man, DEI, that's what, no, bro. That's what, the reason you didn't get the job is because you're mediocre. That's why you didn't get the job, because what you're finding out is that your image of your whiteness doesn't match up to who you really are. The truth about the average Edomite is you are mediocre. You need DEI. You need someone to give, what they call it, jobs for the lads. You've always needed jobs for the lads. Because the reality is you're weak, dumb, and probably an incel on top of that. So you actually need someone to get you a gal too. You need someone to kidnap a girl like Pocahontas here and give her to you. Because otherwise you ain't gonna get no girl. Because you're weak. You're not that smart, you're inferior. You're not that intelligent at all. You're not. You're lying on your CV.
So like I was gonna say, just building off of what the elder said just now, but how when Esau went to these other nations he made, but one of the things as well that he did is he subverted the image of Jake over there too, because then like you go India, to be dark skinned is frowned upon. Now they put that whole thing about, you got the caste system where it's basically the wider you look, the more likely you are to be rich and this and the other, and people look down on you, and that's a trend throughout the world, man. That Esau pushes.
Vietnam was a big one. Where you had the Jakes over there. It's like, how they know the word nigga? Real talk. They ain't their language.
You got a lot to pick for, man. You mediocre, and these are the guys that are getting angry more than anyone, because the mediocre Edomites are getting left behind in this kingdom, and they're getting angry because they see like Sterling on TV, like, getting $100,000 a week and that. They're hurt. They see Jake in a job that earns more than them, and they're angry because, as far as they're concerned, no Jake should earn more money than them. Because but it's like, you're an idiot though, bro. Yeah, like, you are actually an idiot. You're a moron. In your world, among your people, you're a Neanderthal. You don't deserve anything. You would have been in the mines, brother, like just picking coal. That's what you are. You're not an intellectual. You never invented anything in your life. No, you ain't ever invented anything, and you never would. This is what I'm saying. You're living off propaganda, bro. Like,
I got this ball scratcher.
you ain't done nothing. You're unremarkable. You got no talents to speak of. You can't sing. You can't dance. You're not athletic. You're not good looking.
Yeah.
No, but it's the real reality. Like, you're not. These mediocre. At least Jake can do something, man. Jake could don't jump. Jake could grab a ball and dunk it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, them Edomites are in the mining town, still wondering why the government come to save them.
You got no talent, man. And it hurts. I understand.
Yeah, you go to
I got Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
This is a weak sperm. And so you're looking at him like, how?
That's it.
Yeah.
But because he's blessed with the sword, the Most High blessed him with violence, man.
And you know how what's made it worse, yeah? The more these Edomites are able to get the camera and speak, the more they're being exposed to like actually, because most people they might think of England, yeah. This is, and if you didn't know no better, you think everyone in England is like, hear thee, you know, the perfect Queen's English. You know, they got a PhD. You know what I mean? Proper polished and class.
That's it.
Then they let the internet happen and TV happen, and then it's like Geordie Shore. Yeah,
That's it.
Man are just out here, the hills have eyes.
Yeah.
Some Edomite gal, you know, busting out drunk out of some club, you know, vagina hanging out, blood. It's just like, what's going on? These people could barely, they're like low IQ brutes.
Yeah.
And the world is really looking at that too. It's like, I thought these people were these upper class angels that's walking around reading novels, and you know, no, they're not. They're just drunk, running around with teeth missing, smoking meth.
Looking at the pictures of some newspaper.
Yeah.
Page 3. Just like some countries, like some countries like Spain or Italy, when they see Brits come over, they call it the British disease, man.
They're low level. In Britain, there's so many, these guys, they're hills of eyes, man. And in America, it's the same. Dumb Edomite Americans. Dumb. Actually stupid. That's why the politics works on them. Goofy. But you wouldn't really have seen these Edomites before because they wouldn't have put them on TV. You'd only see the higher level Edomites. You think, every Edomite's like that. They're all professors. No.
They're all Jude Law in them, man.
Yeah, they're all Jude Law and that. No, man, they're ugly. They think all the white men look like fucking Nicole Kidman. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. They look like Hargreaves.
It was Katie Hopkins.
Look at, they look like Katie Hopkins. It's true.
Accurate representation.
But you let Hollywood tell the story. You think all these men are so well spoken.
Well, that's the witchcraft.
It's the witchcraft. But now the internet is kind of exposing how dumb these people are, man. Go on.
Sirach 5 from the top. It says, set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength, to walk in thy ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my work?
That's what these elites, that's what Esau says. Who's gonna stop us? We could do what we want in the earth. Right? Might is right. That's their ideology. Might is right. Well, I'm glad you did that, because there's one that's mightier than you. So when Yahushua comes and shows his superior might, then you should just accept it then. Because that's your ideology. You can go and blow up a country, you can go and enslave a people, you can go and conquer people and do what you want in the earth because you are the superior when it comes to the gun. But then you'll turn around and say that you're non-violent. It don't make no sense, bro. You're the original fuck. You're the Pookie of the world.
Savages, criminals of the earth.
Gunboat diplomacy. Man said, I'm sending my armada to Iran and they need to make a deal. What? That's civilization now.
But that's the blessing. That's Esau's exact blessing. You should live by the sword. And that's why you can't be nobody else but the Edomite. You know, you can't run from that.
Man's literally threatened the whole continent for war. That would have, and if that, we knew it wasn't gonna, but let's say he did fight Europe for Greenland and killed millions of people, they'll still be saying that these Edomites
Are the just.
Like, they're the non-violent.
Yeah.
30% of the population commits 50% of the crime. You know. Meanwhile, they just killed millions of people.
Yeah. So, because I did a video, what was it, yesterday? Just like how E never gets painted with that same brush. Like, here it is, you got all of these Edomites that have been exposed as fiddling with children. But, like, when people go out on the streets, they don't look at Edomites like, ooh, they may do something to my children. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but peep the gaslighting.
Yeah.
Peep the gaslighting, because you had them Pakistani grooming gangs. Now you can ignore all the Edomites and say, yeah, it's brown people.
Yeah.
It's them doing it all. It's like, no, bro, you
It's
still undisputed champion.
Because that's what I said in the videos. I was like, how was it when it was them, man? It was a Muslim grooming gangs. Why are you calling it the Edomite grooming gangs? That's the same thing. Like, suck it.
Back in the Sirach
Back when we had a
5.
Christian grooming gang.
Yeah.
They exist. They're real.
Yeah.
Oh, the Catholic
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So,
Man were busting nuts in boys'
Quiet
mouths.
boys.
Yeah.
And then telling the choir boy to wash his mouth out with holy water.
Damn.
This is a real thing that happened. This is real. This is real. Like, this is what. This is what. Bro, off. Man's going off, man. Desecration. Like, man told man to wash his mouth out with holy water.
I see your
Nasty. Grievous. But then, like you said, that has been swept under the rug. Like it didn't happen. Like it didn't get exposed. They didn't even send man to jail when they found out. They just moved him to another
to the
parish.
countryside, where it's like there'll be boys there. They'll be like, what we doing?
And it wasn't just the Catholic Church too. It happened in the Church of England as well.
And these men still got bare followers. They were just like on the Ui, right?
Like Nick Fuentes. Is Matt Walsh? Is Matt Walsh Catholic? He's a proper demon. Proud demon. But you see, everyone's proud till they're in the pit. It's easy to be proud, you know. That's the thing about man, isn't it? When you're in a certain position, it's easy to be proud. But I ain't never seen a proud man in the pit.
You got money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, ain't no one gonna come and chop his damn head off.
Nah,
but you see, when you put man in the pit now, you're gonna see a whole different image on his face. All of a sudden, he looked bare like, oh,
Grimace.
please.
Yeah, he's Catholic.
He's Catholic. Yeah, demon, man. He got nothing to say about that, though. Was that it on 5?
Back in Sirach 5 verse 3 it says, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge my pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let me go.
There you go. You Edomites, man, you don't understand. You got a lot coming to you for the sake of Israel, for what you did to our people, man. And the half has never, sound like a Rasta, but the half has never been told.
I've got precept
Real
off of
human
that.
suffering, that's what you cause, man. Generations of suffering of our people, man. You're gonna pay for it all, man. None of it's gonna be left off the ledger. None of it. Not even a little bit. Like, not one Israelite's life of suffering that you're not gonna pay for.
Yep. Can I grab a precept of what the brother just read? It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's what it is. They didn't get rock up for it. They think they could just do their thing and carry on.
Scripture also said the Lord is not mocked. Right? So you think you basically take the pit, you think you're going to get away forever, man, right into the sunset, have this new age, this new world order that you think you're going to accomplish, man. You're not going to smash all that to pieces.
What makes it worse is now you're the victim.
And then you're going to be
Some random nobody from Africa somewhere that weighs like flipping 8 stone, yeah, jumps on a dinghy, yeah, and comes up, oh, he's an invader. Well, you know what an invader is? These devils are sick in the head. My man, imagine you get some like waste man from Africa or somewhere. Man ain't no bad man. He ain't got no gun. He ain't got nothing. Man just wants to come here so he could buy chicken and chips, yeah, and probably send for his family, and then put their kids in school to get an education. And these dickheads are outside the place calling them invaders. When you are the people who are the actual invaders. When you go places, you go there with a gun and actually start killing people. Oh, they're invaders. No, you're the one that the gaslighting, and now you're the victim. Okay.
see that video of these two Edomites going around the neighborhood and worked on Jake's. I don't know if he's a Joseph Kenny, but he's an immigrant, isn't he?
And they went up inside
Said
the
he's a
house.
600 grand yard. Yeah, that video. And then he said, can I come in? Can I come in, mate?
The man let him in.
He said, look at this. Started in the yard saying, look at this kitchen. New kitchen, mate. This is what you get for an immigrant. Yeah? So he's like, basically, you're calling man invaders, but the man that just come in.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
most people that are in the council black get the same thing.
Get the same
Yeah.
Them man's all that, like,
Yeah.
tripping over it, like,
Bro,
look at this.
and if they don't come and sit in the yard, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Come and sit in the yard.
Man, that's what I'm saying. The words there, you fighting age men. Bro, these men are not coming. They don't know army, bro. What are you talking about, bro? There's a couple men in a dinghy. And they might just want to like.
If they was the invader, they'll come into your house and take your house from you.
Exactly.
it.
You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that.
For machete.
Yeah. We ain't doing
But you
that.
invaded my man's house with a camera, bro.
Yeah.
But you better not come up at my house, bro. Because I'll break your
Yep.
face.
Was that in London?
It was something.
Nah, it was something. It wouldn't dare.
Oh, okay.
And this is the funny thing. These man,
South
these
Carolina.
man wouldn't dare do. That's why they didn't come to London on no smoke. Bro. They do the smoke in their little areas. Because the one thing we know about you Edomites too, is you're a bunch of pussy.
Yeah.
You can only pick on people when you're got the major majority.
Numbers,
Isn't
10
it?
to
Not really
15
feel
to
like
1
that.
or
As soon as a couple black men move into the area, all of a sudden they ain't no racist no more.
You alright, man.
You know that, right? You know that. You know we're right. Hey, we know because these brothers used to live in an area that was like 99%.
What was it, BMP?
Yeah,
You got their seat there, bro.
And as soon as you get a couple tongue black men in the ends, all of a sudden you can't find the racist. Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
They
Jake
know,
on the
they
train.
know, you can't find
Yeah,
them.
that Jake on the train.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
racist. But you racist. Even a little kid was scared.
But when they go home, they're on Twitter. Like,
Send emoji emoji.
Let's just sort this out now.
that's where they are. They're all on Twitter, man. Just chatting shit. All right, go on.
But Salak, that's all part of it though. That the elites are now going to start clamping down on, because when they're saying this is it, when they're saying people under 16 can't use social media, they're saying everyone else over 16 has to verify to use social media. So watch them leave from that as well, right? Because they ain't gonna be so brave when it's like, oh, who posted that?
They need safe spaces.
They need safe spaces, man. So it's beautiful what these elites have done and how they put these other Edomites in a trick bag, man. You know?
I see it, bro. I remember one time I was at work. And you had these Edomites, man. And I got in the staff taxi, right? And then they were finishing up a conversation, but based on the conversation they was finishing up, I know exactly what they were talking about. And they were talking about, the area ain't the same no more since these black areas. I was like, yeah, I know. Even when, I don't know if you noticed, when you went to work doing them riots, them little race riots that were happening, Edomites were kind of a bit like, yeah, because you're on Twitter watching it, yeah, and you agree with the bullshit that them are on. But when you come to work, you can't even act like that, because you get punched up at work. You're like, oh, you alright, mate? Yeah.
Play the game.
Hey, go on, let's go to Revelation 18, man.
Yeah, back in Revelation 18, verse 6 again, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, in the cup which she filled to her double. How much have she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give
Yeah,
her.
they lived, beginning with the boomers, they lived deliciously. They were able to enjoy the greatest middle class ever seen. Jake didn't enjoy it because they put things in place so that generation of Jake couldn't achieve the economic boom that the boomers did. The redlining and all that stuff. But the boomers, man, the boomers were truly blessed. The boomers are still blessed. They're the ones with all the money. It's the generations after that are suffering. The boomers got it all, man. They were doing their thing. And the boomers were able to enjoy the whole flying around the world. It really was the boomers. Even if you go on these cruise ships, there's bare boomers on there, man. Spending like 10 grand on a Caribbean cruise. They got the peas, man. So they were living deliciously, man. Steak dinner all the time and all that stuff.
It says, so for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God Yahweh who judgeth her.
Yeah, that military supremacy they think they have, like they're untouchable. but they're gonna get touched in the worst way. Jimmy Savile said in it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad. America's gonna get touched up in the worst way any nation's gonna get touched up before. Bar Sodom and Gomorrah. Because it's gonna be completely destroyed with them on nuclear destruction.
And the kings of the earth who committed fornication have lived deliciously with her shall bewail her.
Like these Saudis and all that. You got certain people from different countries. They have business in America. They have export companies. I met one gal. Her dad was an Arab man. She got bare peas, man, because obviously her dad's got business in America. He imports into America and sells goods. So there's a lot of heathens from around the world who make a lot of money just importing stuff into America, man, and selling it there. That's the best market to get into. So they're getting rich off that.
That's why every man's hurt when Trump's throwing around these tariffs and that. They don't really want to cut America off. They have to do the deal. They have to do the deal, man, because they don't want to lose that market. You know? But they have to comply. And the kings of the earth who committed fornication with her and deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Stand afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
So that proves that Babylon was going to be one of the biggest importers, which is what America is. America for the last, 20, 30, 40 years has been the #1 marketplace in the world. Yeah, but China's starting to catch up, but that's because we're at the end.
Real quick, there was using the AI, a couple of sources which are Bradford Jacobs, Visual Capital is basically looking on financial analyst sites. Quick, I'll just skim it. The total value, the US stock market represents 49% of the 127 trillion global stock market, with a market cap of 62 trillion. By comparison, the whole EU stock market is valued at approximately 11 trillion. US tech stocks alone are more valuable than the entire European stock market. In 2024, 62 of the 100 most valuable companies in the world were from the US, while only 18 were from Europe. Economic output.
You know why that is? Their ability to print dollars and pump up the stock market. That's all funny money. Have they got anything on hard products?
Further down, I'll quickly go straight down. Key structural differences. US households are more invested in it comes down, but in financial markets, roughly 50% in equity funds, while European households have a higher percentage in assets and cash deposits. The EU is often considered to have a more fragmented market with 27 different tax systems, whereas the US is a more unified market with one system. Studies suggest that while the US markets are larger, European markets can be more competitive with lower industry concentration.
Yeah, get down to the hard products. That's what we're doing.
Let me just quickly answer.
Because it's the hard products that these merchants are selling hard goods into America. Trainers, clothes, watches, cars. You know, America's a massive market because you've got 300, even if you're selling baby clothes. You know what I'm saying? Even on them Edomites ain't having no use. You know, there's other people that are here. They want to struggling out here, man. Hey, man, there's only facts. Even if you're selling baby shoes, man, you can become a billionaire. Just get a factory, make up that baby shoe somewhere in Thailand, like, and you can make a lot of money. Get them slaves in there making it up. Them sweatshop done. And now you got a Lamborghini.
Niggas feel desperate for work, man. That's how you know you work at this. So the work's easy to find. There's no way to do work.
The workers are cheaper in so then you get them people that's why them third world countries are like that. You get the super poor, but then you do get the rich, and the rich is there taking advantage of the slaves, labor, in order to produce these goods that they can sell for cheaper in the West, and then they get rich with it, and that's the agreement that's been going on. China.
Yeah. Real quick.
Even though now China's starting to trying to shift to more different type of production patterns where they're not really making the cheapest goods anymore. Quality is coming up, and they're trying to develop their economy further. But then there's other places Thailand and Vietnam and these places, man, where they sell the sweatshops.
So this is from the website Statista. Quick main points. Data from Eurostat shows that the United States runs a trade deficit with the EU. This means the EU exports more physical goods to the US than it imports in return. It says Trump has repeatedly criticized this trade imbalance, often pointing to motor vehicles as an example. According to Eurostat data, in the first 3 quarters of 2025, the EU exported around 32 billion worth of motor vehicles and vehicle parts to the United States, while importing just 8.1 billion in return.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the United States of America runs a trade deficit with the whole world because they export dollars and they bring in goods. And when Trump's saying he wants to bring that to an end, he's basically saying he wants the dollar to die. Because you can't, the only way the dollar operates is by all these dollars being exported out. Because if you balance that trade, all that happens is bare dollars are going to come back to America, which causes inflation. So Trump's ready to demolish this thing. But again, it backs up what we know, that proves that Babylon the Great isn't Rome. Because the Vatican isn't buying, no one ain't dying to sell nothing in Vatican City.
Was it the merchant city?
Yeah, the merchants are all trying to sell their goods to America. Even if he's going to start talking about the ships, that's why America has all these, what they call it, pacts. They call pacts, PAX. Deep water ports. Yeah,
ports,
pacts,
yeah.
they call pacts. Right, so they got some on the west coast. They got some on down south. America has a lot of them. China has a lot of them. But America has a lot of them because most of the goods in the world still travel by ship.
Yeah.
It's still the cheapest way
Okay.
to send goods.
Yeah.
Which shows the prophecy is 100% accurate.
Okay.
There's only, most of it's not done by plane. Most of it's still done by boat.
Yeah.
I think it's at 60% or 70% or something like that. And that's why America has all them deep water ports. And the Panama Canal is really it's all about getting goods to America, because most of the goods are really flowing from the rest of the world to America.
There was the boat that trapped up
Panamax.
The Suez Canal, and then it says like losing billions daily because of trade, and that's the modern global economy.
Yeah, I've got the number, but it's mad. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Back in Revelation 18, verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine
Yeah,
linen.
you see them niggas, man, walking around looking like a Christmas tree. The whole idea of buying your wife a diamond ring, that's an American thing. That's an American thing. So now everyone's trying to buy diamonds, and who sells them? The same people that was pushing that whole idea of diamonds or forever and get your wife a diamond. It's the same people that was taking diamonds out of Africa, sending them to Amsterdam. You know who I'm talking about. The point you know is once. Yeah? Right, so all that stuff, that the luxury that they live in, right? America, the boomers and that, they could buy all these luxury goods. You're not selling that shit in Nigeria, man. Not enough people can afford those type of things. Those things are, those luxuries, all that jewelry goes to America. That's who's got the credit card to put down on it, man.
So and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet.
Fine linen, all the luxury brands, they sell most of that stuff in America, man. Everywhere else has to get the knockoff. If you got a luxury brand, take it to America, man. Because that's where the people they're gonna swipe that card, man. Swipe. Right? You don't go to Papua New Guinea. You know what I mean? Like, go on, man.
And all time wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors and ointments, and frankincense and wine and oil, and fine flour, and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses.
Beasts, sheep, horses. Yeah.
And chariots and slaves.
Chariots is cars and stuff, man. They import a lot of cars, man. Japanese cars, British cars. They want that European, they say, innit? Them man want to drive that European.
German.
That German. Now, we don't really die. I mean, I know Ford is an American company, but I don't think worldwide, people already, you know what I mean?
Top class. Not even mid class.
Yeah, bro, they're not viable. You know these idiots. Oh, you need to buy our American cars. Bro, your American cars are too big. Man. You can't drive no Cadillac around London, man. What the fuck? Man? Most of the European cities are not designed for no big, giant ass fucking American vehicles.
Yeah.
Where the hell you gonna park?
That's it. So what?
In Europe, you have small, slender vehicles. Yeah. You go from A to B, man. Yeah. So it's not even viable, but you know, Trump in it.
And slaves and souls of men.
And slaves and souls of men. That's all on the level of importing people into America, on the above side, but even into the trafficking people. What they call it, white slavery.
Modern day slavery.
That's a real thing. Yeah. That happens in America, man. Slaves get brought in all the time.
You know? And like I say, it's outlining the fact that it was happening in these scriptures, right? And that's why when you find these Epstein things, man, it's not like you shouldn't be surprised. Yeah. It's already here written that these things are going on. You're just not aware of it because you're not trying to pay attention to it.
Well, what's her name? The president's wife is a fucking slave, man.
Yeah,
Melania. That's a sex slave. They just because Eastern Europe is they go to Eastern Europe, they grab up women from there all the time. Yeah. Come to America, man, and they're gonna pass you off from one guy to another, man. She's obviously a sex slave, man.
Ukrainian women as well, when they were being exported, when they had to leave, there was all people going like, oh yeah, you know, Ukrainian women are welcome and whatnot.
Right, like when you watch Trump in London, there's no chemistry on it whatsoever.
No, that's a sex slave, man. That is and I knew that from before the Epstein case. I said, yo, this woman here is obviously a mail order thing. That's the thing that they've just hired, like, and said, yeah, that, you know. And then you got the Beards too. The Beards is like a woman that these men are a slave they hire just to look like they're not gay. I'll tell you a famous beard. Candice Owens is a beard.
Yeah, that guy has been exposed.
They met and like 2 weeks later they were married. Yeah, that's a beard, man.
And then she's been like just utilizing him to get into like the political.
Yeah, she's a fucking lady in the UK, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28. I'll start from 4. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Yeah, these Edomites are able to create a financial system that is basically fraud. It's not, when you really break it down, these men, they're not prolific. They have a system where they print money and they're able to financialize things, and they've mastered the art of fraud, and they've also mastered the art of making it so complicated that you can't even take them to court for it. You don't know. Bro, do you know how long it took me to understand what a credit default swap was? You just go and ask the average person, what's a credit default swap? They don't fucking know.
That term shouldn't even exist.
And then you go, no, I'm not even joking. It took me a month, to get my head around what the hell is a credit default swap. And they've got a credit, they've got insurance on insurance. Basically, it's insurance. But it's like insurance upon insurance upon insurance and insurance and insurance. And the whole thing is a web of fraud interconnected. And at the end of the day, what it allows for certain Edomites to live rich and be able to fund whatever they want to do in the world, to build up influence, to set up fake companies, and the company can make a loss and they can just keep it going because it's funny money. It's funny money. Like they could pump whatever they want to do. If they want to stop to go to the moon, it will go to the moon. It's not real. It's they got something called high frequency trading, but it's just all fraud.
That's it.
Yeah, that shit is super demonic.
That's it.
You know? The live war scandal. You know, that's another scandal that they were doing, and no one went to jail for that.
Or even the fact that the banks leverage money. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
They print the money and they give it to themselves, and then the Cantal effect is they benefit from that money before everyone else, man. Yeah, give me that, man. Listen, give me a Bro, what you think? Listen, the central bank here, $1 million for me right now, yeah, and told me I got to pay back 0.2%, bro, we winning out here. What could I possibly do? Straight away, I'm gonna take that 100 mil, pure usury, bro.
Yeah.
Slap man on a 30%. And bro, the rest of it's mine. I'm good. These men are acting like what these Edomites do. They're like just a higher level being. No, it's not. It's just you're right there where the fraud is happening, and you've got access to all this free money.
Yeah. And with good credit interest rates as well, like he was alluding to, because it's like when you it was at Moody's when they'll do their this country's AAA, that country's AA or whatever, basically means the rates of credit that these countries can have. Right, so then when these bacon nuts are looking at but them countries where you're from, it's poor. So well, to build up here, you just take a whole load of credit at a low rate. Those countries ain't got no credit to take, you know.
Bro, what's that guy's name that builds a Formula One track?
Eccleston.
Right, his daughter, years back, his daughter bought the most expensive mansion in America. Bro, the money to build his tracks is government money.
Yeah, he makes,
What
I was
we doing
looking
here?
at the video, and it's like he makes deals with like
It's
all
just,
these locations.
they might get the right contracts, and they get government money, and they're millionaires. Like, this ain't hard. We could do it, bro. You think I couldn't bring in the masks during the season? Yeah. Give me 10 million and I'll buy some masks.
Go preset.
take 9 for myself. Like, easy work, man. They're just fraudsters, man. That's what these Edomites are. Their whole system is fraud.
Go preset.
Yeah, go on.
This is Sirach 10 from 8, and 8 says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Look at the stock market. Listen, they pump and dump is the name of the game. It's a casino that they know what's going to happen before it happens. There's always insiders. It's the easiest thing. If you're an insider, bro, life is so fun because you know when to buy and you know when to sell. Look at what Trump has been doing. Nah. Look at what Trump has been using tweets here to dump and pump this in front of everyone's eyes.
There's that one viral video where he's in his cabinet. He's like, he's going to be very rich today.
Bro, just open up a quick margin thing, yeah. 100x on that, yeah, because you can afford to do it because you get the call. So these Edomites, but imagine these Edomites have been doing that for years. We're talking about companies here that can be picked. Something like Amazon was picked. So you can have people that just buy that stuff. It's a sure thing because they know that company is gonna be pumped. And even when it drops in price, because they'll do the little drops, they know, bro, don't sell.
You just hold it.
You could do a little quick thing, a little marketing, but hold them stocks because this is New World Order, so that's gonna go to the moon. And it went to the moon. You don't know, so you're going in there like guessing, and that's why most traders get washed. Just like gamblers, most traders get wrecked.
I remember NVIDIA, it was like before it was on the AI thing, there was a guy I knew, he bought it, he was holding it for like 2 years, he sold it before the AI, and then like maybe like 6 months before the AI thing popped off. Then it was hitting all the time, he was like, you know what? For the first little while, I was like, yeah, I don't mind that, I sold it. But after a while, it's like, we never brought that up.
Because he's not an insider, so you're operating like, but if you're an insider,
he made money, but it was like,
there's no risk when you're an insider.
Government money saves money, so we know that deals are being done. It's a sure thing.
Yeah, that's why all the politicians in America, they go into office and they get richer.
Oh, Pelosi tracker.
yeah, Pelosi's husband, bro, that was legendary.
But then they have all these fucking meetings in Davos and all these things, and they mix shoulders with all these different corporations. You think like, of course they know what's going on. They know what they're gonna do.
They know when and where, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they got their man there to go 10x on that, man.
But you don't know, so you go in this market and you get fucked.
It's all fraud. It's all fraud.
From the NBC and Atlantic, it's a process called front running, where basically them big tech companies just pump money between each other and inflate each other's stocks. It's in 2025, a growing number of analysts, investors, and commentators have raised concerns about circular financing, where major AI tech companies and startups use interconnected investments to boost revenue figures and inflate stock prices. So this practice involves a closed loop of capital where money from one tech giant is used by a startup to purchase products like chips or cloud capacity from the same company, inflating both companies' revenue and valuation without generating significant external cash flows. So they're basically just continuing to pump each other with debt on the basis that eventually the money's going to
Yeah, people are going to buy into it. And put money,
Or they could orchestrate an investment fund going belly up. That money didn't disappear. That money went to them. But then all little granny lost all their shit. Man, fuck these people. Anyway, let's get where we at. Where we at? Was it on Revelation 18? I think it was. Isaiah 47 is where we was at. So this whole system has to go. It's wicked. It's demonic, and it's a lie, man. You know, it's all fraud. All of it, man. But they make it look like the lie they told you is that the hardest working people make the most money. That's a lie. To make money in this world, you just gotta be wicked. You ain't gotta work hard. You gotta be wicked and you gotta be juiced in. And if you're wicked and you're juiced in, it ain't nothing to be a millionaire. It ain't nothing to be a billionaire. You had Edomites back in the day. When you go back to America, the robber barons, it would be simple as just being given a monopoly. So one man would just say, okay, all the pork that gets imported to England has to go through you. Boom, man's going. That's how it was, man. Man wasn't no, because man worked hard. It was say so.
You have to work out no strategy or nothing.
Yeah. This is a say so, man. You really think Elon Musk is a genius or something?
Bro, it's like, bro, even Tesla was the thing of gas in them. Like, he didn't even design the first two cars. He designed like a Cybertruck.
But they told a lie. You know what they say? You know, brother, he's in the office. Like, he sleeps in the office. And they like, you people believe that shit? You actually believe
Bro, he's fucking
that
women,
Elon Musk...
Well, he's got 9 children, bro. How
Yeah,
does he in the office?
That's just part of the character that they want.
They create, yeah.
It's make-believe. They want you to believe, oh, he works hard for his money.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy don't do nothing.
It was like the one where it was like, nah, you know, Moss couldn't have been on Epstein's island because he was too busy working. It's like,
What? Bullshit. His work is just to be a face. The truth about this world is the hardest working people tend to be the poorest.
yeah.
Boy, how hard do you think you got to be a billionaire? How hard? But then they'll have The Rock. The Rock will make you pay him $1,000 to go to a fucking speech, and he'll be like, you gotta wake up at 4 in the morning, and you're like, fuck off, man. Them man ain't gotta do all that shit, man.
Well, some man still get up at 4 in the morning, got 3 jobs, bro, and still not making a tenth of what you earn.
No, man, it ain't about none of that working hard. It's about being juiced in and being wicked. And once you got those two things, you're gonna be fine, man. There'll always be something they can give you to get you up.
And it's like that saying, man, it's not what you know, but who you know.
Yeah.
Right? You're around certain man, you got this you know, bit of effort you need to get in the door. But if you know, man, get you in a certain avenues, then you exploit that, innit? Or they exploit you, should I say?
Yeah, it was them private schools from here, because I remember my cousin was educated well. But I was like, how, for a child that young, is it even important? He stopped me dead in my tracks. So no, it's very important, because those are your links that you keep on into later life. So these people that are now getting certain jobs, certain roles, positions, those high, it's like, oh yeah, I went to school with this guy. And when you're interviewing as well, like if you've gone to them private schools, you've done certain activities. You can talk about the ski trip. You can talk, and not just the regular ski thing that everyone else goes to. You talk about the more obscure skiing spots. So then when you as a Jake are going to go and try to get them jobs, what do they hit you? Nah, it wasn't a culture fit. What they're basically saying, you weren't one of us, you've not grown up like one of us,
I see you posting in one of the chats about these job applications that they put out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's all bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit. Like, they've already decided who's going to have this position already. And if you're applying on a job that doesn't really exist
But don't complain about DEI. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, my uncle's the guy that does the hiring.
They've been DEI. Meanwhile, jobs for the lads, man. Contracts for the lads. That's it, man.
Isaiah 47.
Yeah.
Did you start off from the top?
From the top. Yeah,
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. You sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the fire.
Right, the reason it says take the millstone and grind meal is because that was the position. Like Like back in the day, say like a guy, if you were poor and your wife was poor, she would have to wake up in the morning and grind the milk. But obviously, if you had a servant girl, then your wife didn't get up in the morning to grind no meal. So the whole grinding meal thing is a representative of your societal status. Women of status in Israelite society didn't wake up in the morning to grind meal. So this is just a way of saying that America is going to go from high status to low status. That's why it said make bare the leg and grind the meal. Because the grinding of the meal was for servant girls or lower class wives. Yeah?
Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, is coming to, him and his chariots, they're going to blaze fire in America too. That's why America is going to be that lake of fire spoken of in the book of Revelation. And the elect are going to see it too. They're going to have the front row seats, just like how them men are up in the box at the Super Bowl. Yeah, the elect are going to have front row seats to the destruction of America. They're going in the chariots. The chariots going to have that, that clear view to the destruction, man. And it's going to be
stadium box seats.
Box seats, yeah. Yeah, with the champagne. Hey, look, there's vocab.
Because I mean, the perspective we're gonna get to see the whole destruction of America. You know, because usually if you look on the ground, you don't get to see locally what's going on. But we're gonna get a good picture of the whole thing being destroyed, man. Yeah, man.
That's it. Good.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Right, we have a Redeemer. That's something that, Esau, that's something that Esau ain't, he doesn't want us to feel that way. Esau wants to cast us down, man. But we have a Redeemer. That's the Most High, and Yahweh Shai played that role when he made that sacrifice. So all we got to do is repent. We're people that, yeah, we've done wickedness, yeah, we've come short, but the gospel, the good news is there is a way. There is a way for us to escape death and judgment, and that way is Yahweh Shai. He is the way and the life, man. And that's not open to everyone. It ain't open to Edomites. It ain't open to Elamites. That's why all the heathens and Edomites that's in America, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be left in America for judgment. But the elect are going to be delivered, the elect of Israel, through repentance and belief in the name of Yahweh Shai. And that's what we preach. But America's cooked. We're Trump in it. Trump, Biden, all of them. Obama, Obeezy. America, brother.
Hot sauce.
Hey, but Trump versus Obama will be entertaining as hell. Yeah. This guy's crazy. Hey, Obama was jokes, man.
Man, he's a character. I thought he was a legendary character.
Hey, remember when he threw up that jump shot, and he was like, "That's what I do." Oh my goodness, bro! That would be epic television. Bro. That was Trump versus Obama.
It was in the stadium recently, isn't it? Trump was getting booed, and the time where he was trying to speak, the whole crowd was just booing him in the stadium. And then they said Obama, he got up and everyone was cheering.
Damn.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand.
Yeah, we were given into the hand of you Edomites, man. Right? And what did you do? Did you show yourself to be righteous? No, you dealt with us unrighteously. You dealt with us with hate. That's why Jake can't do nothing right. You see, the funny thing about you Edomites is like, you're so hateful and demonic. Jake can't do nothing right for you. If Jake get a job, he's taking your job. If Jake don't have a job, he's lazy. We can't do no right for this man. No matter what we do in this society, Esau's gonna find a way to negatively label it, right? You try and be like him. You ain't like me. You trying to steal on him. You can't speak British. You're not really British. Why are you speaking like that? You speak in your own accent. Oh, you ain't assimilated. Well, you can't win with this devil. No matter what you do.
But this is why the scripture tells us that Esau hates us, man, and he envies us, man.
Sir.
You know, so you can't. There's no pleasing him.
There's no pleasing this devil.
He has a perpetual hatred in his heart, man.
No matter what you do, Esau's gonna find a way to make whatever you did wrong. See, a guy like that, man, there's no point. You just have to cut ties. All right, you got to cut ties with this guy. This guy's evil. Right? He don't want you to be ghetto, apparently. But then when you build up yourself, you'll bomb it anyway. So what the hell? That's insane. Think about it. Like, you know, he complaining, oh, they're so ghetto, they're so violent. Okay, man, build up a Black Wall Street and you bomb it. So what do you want man to be?
What do you want?
What do you want?
Whatever I say.
Basically, his default setting is he's just a hater, man. He's just a hater. He don't want to see you. Jake, I was watching one video. Jake went to a ski resort. They were up there getting lit. You know, they weren't no violence or no nothing. They were up there getting lit. The DJ was, you know, niggas is up there like, hey, you know, like niggas, white boys in the comment board. Oh, fire. What's that, bro? They ain't doing nothing. They just at a ski resort having a good time. Nah, skiing's fucked now. Skiing's ghetto now. Da, 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 da. Look, man, it's skiing. It's skiing. You're not supposed to be doing all that. All I did was go. I went on in YouTube and I typed in ski resort party. Bang, you know, man, fires and everything, blood, alcohol flying all over the place. Look in the comments. Oh, that looks fun. So what the fuck? Whoa, you can't do nothing. So you have a party and it's ghetto. You know, you ain't supposed to do it like that, and then they do it, and it's just, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
You can't win.
Like when the chicks went to Southend.
Oh yeah, they had a party on the beach.
Yeah.
Boosting Southend's economy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
Great, and they got jobs.
Yeah.
Go do that. Go do that in Africa. It's like, bro, but you know they're boosting South.
Exactly.
Then you do Brexit because them man's economy's dying. Like, so technically, if you're against that, then you're against all that money being spent in South. Like, you're so low IQ, you will cut off your nose, spite your face, bro. Because really, you didn't want to see Jake there having fun.
Just
You know,
hatred.
it's just hatred. It's just hatred.
Just hatred.
They hate it, man.
From precept?
Don't be successful. They'll hate you then. They'll say, you know,
Don't fail, don't be successful.
you can't have a bad day.
Can't have a-
fail, don't be successful.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What you meant to
The money,
do?
bro.
These men are the ultimate hate in life, bro. You can't like, you can't live. You just have to die, like. Then they're happy, but then they're not happy then, because then they won't have no one to fucking
Point out.
talk shit about. So they really want you there anyway.
That's it.
Good.
This is Psalm 34 and verse 21. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
They hate us, man. That's why the Bible says we can be delivered from the hand of him that hated. One thing about a hater is a hater is going to hate you no matter what you do.
But so if I say though, that's one of the things that's beautiful about this truth, because it opens opens our minds up to be like, this is Esau. He don't like me. Let me stop trying to make him like me. And that's
need to trim their way to seek
exactly.
There's no point to seek the approval of this devil.
Yeah.
There's just no point.
There's no point.
You know?
Yeah,
Just don't.
you know,
Waste your time.
you'll be at work and you see the jakes that are trying to seek approval from Esau, man, and you're just like, bro, stop. You ain't ever gonna.
You go on
Yeah.
and you feel like you be happy, man. But, you know, we never accept you. He's staying in the
And it's like, you can't help
It's the
them.
same reason why you're going to be rejected. You know what's going to be rejected. Because the both sides rejected you.
They hate, bro. They hated the Trevor McDonald black.
Yo. Who's the new that then?
Bro, they'll hate you no matter what. They hate you if you're a comedian. They hate you if you're serious. You're not allowed to be a doctor. You can't be a
can't do
nurse.
that. You ain't smart enough.
They like drugs, but you can't be a drug dealer.
You don't buy them from me.
No.
Well, you fucking.
Yeah, like, they love the cocaine. They love the packet. I don't understand what's going on here. They love the packet. They buy the packets all the time.
Bro, remember the time we was watching the Arsenal match and then that Edomite just randomly started telling us about.
Like, casually, bro. Just laid it out, like, yeah, I'm doing this and doing that. I was like, right, you just openly say these things? You know what I mean? You should keep that quiet. I didn't say that.
No, they love the packet, man. That's why we can't have a carnival, because we're not allowed to enjoy ourselves. They'll find a reason. Or 4 people got arrested with weed. So it's like, what? Bro, like 9 million. Like, how many millions of people went to this thing? Meanwhile, at Reading Festival, just bare women getting raped. Man don't care. That's cool. You can't do nothing for these devils, man. I'm telling you.
The grooming gangs went down the house. That's why.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 62, verse 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
Yep.
They delight in life, they bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
Right, and then when you really break it down, like the core of white supremacy is lies. When you really break down all the arguments, it's all based upon lies. The low IQ thing, it's a lie. They made it up. It was all a lie.
Science. Men used to grow up and study them. It was all BS.
Everything propaganda they use against Jake here, when you really break it down, it's all lies. They have to lie to justify themselves. That's all it is. It all has to be based upon lies. It's not the truth. It's never been the truth. You know, oh, we're just super violent and impulsive. Not more than you. These devils love a good fight, like in the streets, bar fighting and all that stuff. What are you talking about? Everything they do, they propaganda they run against our people, is based upon lies and deceit, propaganda. And Twitter, you go on Twitter, that's all it is. And hypocrisy. Because for the same thing you see Edomites doing, they'll cast us down for it.
Now I realized,
And
bro,
wink at it.
I remember it was like making noise on the train. It's like, bro, you hear Jakes, they might be playing music, doing whatever. Be like, oh. Then as soon as there's some lads singing some football,
boys will be boys.
or whatever, people will be like, oh, let's have
Oh,
a good time.
they did that experiment in the school system. So they got the teachers to look at a room full of children and point out which child was being bad. And the black boy was just being loud, same way the white boy was. And they were, yeah, that's the bad child, because he's black. So it's like, as a black child, if you don't just sit there and like pretend you don't exist, if you just act like a boy, you're automatically bad. And that's why in the school system, it's more likely to get expelled. You're more likely to have get written up. Whereas Jack the lad, the little bastard that's running around doing, it's winked at. Everything he does is going to be winked at. Oh, yeah, Dennis the Menace is cute. Oh yeah, it's just Jack the lad. But then when Jake does it, he's a borderline criminal. They've got to call the police to come and. Hey, they hate us, man. It is what it is. They hate us. Yeah. So what can you do? We work hard. You know, we're the frontline staff, NHS, travel, everything.
It's mad spiritual, right? Because like, to them we don't deserve nothing, innit? But it's because we got the blessing for nothing. And he's like, you don't deserve it.
Yeah,
You know, mate, but is that our fault though? The Most High chose us to be his children, and he's the best people. He rejected you because you just ain't right. Inherently, you ain't right. You're dark.
You hate your brother. He that hates his brother in his heart is a murderer, and that's what you are. You're a murderer, man. Well, let's carry on. After dump Esau, but you got to dump. Jake needs to understand that, and it's becoming more and more evident that these people really they hate us, man. They hate us, man. It's like they have a deep hatred for us, and really we should have a deep hatred for them, because they should be hated. You know?
Isaiah 47 and 6 says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancients hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, they don't give a damn about the old, young, you know what I mean, whether you're a man or a woman. Esau never gave a damn, and he still don't give a damn. The other day they're crying because there's a rumor that they're gonna make that Lupita gal Helen of Troy. And these Edomites are losing their minds, black.
They're going crazy.
They're losing their minds. It's like, bro, who cares? And then they're talking about it should be Sydney Sweeney. She's ugly. These Edomites are crazy, bro. Like, they're insane. Sydney Sweeney's an ugly bitch, man. She's got big breasts. But that's what they do. They can take a mid-white woman and she'll make her beautiful. But you can't take a mid-black woman and make her beautiful. It's not possible. Fuck off out of here, man. And they're crying about that, but then they made Moses a white man. They made the Queen of Sheba a white woman. They're always race swapping. They've been race swapping, bro. That's your MO. Now all of a sudden you want to be historically accurate, but there ain't even no Greek people in the fucking movie.
Bro, what's up? Wasn't Prince of Persia, was it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Bro,
Bro,
they got Matt Damon. Matt Damon's Odysseus, man.
Yeah.
He's
I was like, when I saw it, I was like, wait, it's not Matt Damon. I was like, I knew Matt Damon was in it. I was like, there's no way he's the title character.
Yeah, but they don't have a problem with that until it's a black person. Now it's like, oh, you gotta be historically accurate. Oh, really?
Because the color skin is the most important thing, you know.
Every other be historically accurate. They're not even the original proof.
There you go. There you go. But you know, it's not even about being historically accurate. They're just haters, man.
Them men don't know no history.
They don't care. Listen, first of all, they don't care about Greece. Because if Trump said, you know what, I'm going to go invade Greece here to take all of the olive oil, then we'd be like, fuck yeah. This is how mad it is. You just wanted to invade Greenland, bro. You don't care about other Europeans. All of a sudden, you care about the Greek image? No, you just hate Jake. And that's what Esau does. He'll find a reason to just dump on Jake. Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid. It didn't matter that the Little Mermaid wasn't a white.
Fucking it's a mermaid.
Bro, it's not even real.
It wasn't even real, bro.
It's not even real. Like I said, you taking away my what color she was. Whoa. Man, we tried to write bright red hair. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Esau, man, he got serious problems, man.
And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right, you Edomites never really thought while you was enslaving Jake, brutalizing them, lynching them, having us suffer every day. Because you gotta understand, it weren't just a lynching. You were living under a reign of terror where the average mediocre Edomite, when he feels like he wants an ego boost, could just dunk on him.
Bare mental abuse.
So an Edomite might just see you and say, you know what, man, I know that I got a little dick here and it's hurting me inside. Right? So let me just try and fuck with this. And you know what? Esau still kind of does that. Bro, I've seen Edomites pick on Jake at work. And it's like, bro, the only reason that you are violating right now is because you're at work. If you were just outside on the roads and my man was just this Nigerian animal here was walking down the street, there was no way you'd be trying to talk to him like this. But because you know you got the uniform on and he knows he don't want to lose his job, you're pushing the... Now imagine back in the day when these mediocre Edomites. So obviously they see some big buck, they know that they can just come and violate him. It's like, what boy? What boy?
You do, boy?
What you gonna do, boy?
Shit, boy?
And then obviously Jake knows, right, I could crush this, I could crush my skull. You got the original scene. You know, I can just grab your little fucking head and crush it, but I gotta be there. Oh my God. And this guy's not even my master. He's so random, mediocre. Random mediocre.
He's a bum.
Drunk bum, yeah. Edomite, yeah. That's Lenny. Yeah, Lenny, man. Borderline incel.
No, literally, bro.
And you got some real original seed buck here, and this guy's coming and you're ugly, ain't you, boy? You're ugly, look at you. Your mama, he's just chatting shit here. You just gotta put, and then he might dash your hat off, or pick it up, boy.
And you have to agree with him. Yes, I am.
Because if you even look at him the wrong way, man's gonna call the call the police, ring the bells, and get you fucking killed. So you imagine the terror. Just imagine the terror that Jake was living under on a daily basis, knowing that you could any infringement towards the so-called white man could end in your torture and death. This is real life we're talking. Imagine the terror and the generations it took to get to the point where you're kind of getting over that. When because remember, that's why the KKK, after they freed Jake, they would routinely go to houses and beat Jake because they wanted to make sure that Jake still had that terror of them. He's a terrorist. What, you think he ain't gonna have to pay for that? Man might rape your woman. Man might rape your woman in front of you, and you know you can't do nothing because they'll do. If you try to violate, they'll kill you.
Rape over you.
Yeah, like what the hell? So can you imagine? You can't give these mediocre Edomites. Thank God they ain't got that kind of. Because I already know what they'd be like. Because these guys, the thing about Esau is, they are inferior. They know they're inferior, and someone who knows they're inferior, that's the worst person because they're gonna overcompensate, and that's what Esau does every day. He has to overcompensate for the fact that he's not that smart, he's not strong, he's not athletic, he don't really feel like a man.
So he put you down.
So he has to try and put you down somehow. The white woman does the same thing. They know that you got the iron board thing going on. They know that they don't have. Come on, really, the majority of them don't have the right assets. This is the truth. They ain't got the figure for it. They know that, so they're gonna have to try and hate somehow. The passive aggressive thing, man. They're inferior people, man. They know it. So we went through hundreds of years of just being terrorized on a daily basis by random Edomites. You're gonna have to pay for all that. Then they'll turn up to the lynchings, and then the lynchings, them man are chopping off man's balls, chopping off his penis, chopping off his ear,
And then pickling them.
pickling them.
It's like, because that's what they say, certain people go into them old houses and they'll just go into the attic and there'll just be a Jake Rod pickled in the fucking attic, man.
That's weird shit, man. That's weird shit.
That's all you do.
Yeah. They don't believe in justice, and then back then, it's like if you, a lot of Edomites were able to get away with murders because just the Edomite woman, she could get away with anything because you could just say a black man did it. And as soon as you say a black man did it, them man are so already filled with hatred and fear that they're just gonna roll with it. They ain't waiting for no evidence, no nothing. And then one of the accounts I was reading,
Because God forbid she lied.
yeah,
She can't lie.
they lie all the time. Come on, man. They would blame shit on Jake. You could just kill a man and say a black man did it. You ran that way. That's it. That man ain't trying to hear check for no evidence. That happens all the time. So then, what's it thing? The Rosewood thing was like that. The Rosewood thing was she was sleeping with a white bread, committing adultery, and then to cover it up, she said, "Oh, black man raped." And then the man them in the town knew it was a lie. They just ran with it. It's like, fuck it. You know, we just go.
kill a black man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so imagine, Jake. I was reading one account that said that if you heard a crime was committed, as a Jake, it would fill you with fear because it didn't have to be you.
No, you know.
A man could just be there and go, oh, it was him. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and that's it.
He's black.
Yeah. He's black. That's a real thing. So imagine that kind of fear. You're just walking up and down and you hear something happen. Now you're shook because the wrong white guy just points in your direction and just said, oh, they said, well, you fit the description, bro. They said he got a wide nose. Oh, shit. Man ain't trying to, you can't explain, actually, no. Shut up, boy. This one's sassy, isn't it?
You know, in the early 2000s, they were doing that to Jake as well. Like loads of Jake complaining about the police searches in the early 2000s because they would just get stopped. Oh, there was a car robbery, and you know, they said it was a black man that was 6'2", and you just happened to be in the city.
Man's 4'8". You know what I mean?
No, they actually do that. I know that. Because in East London, so where I was coming back from. Just walk past, all of a sudden, he turned around. He's like, hey, you smoking weed? I said,
That shit was demonic as
like a
hell.
little kid to you, would have stopped for one.
Yeah, they would do it.
Take off my fucking shoes and the
Bro, the sus law in the UK, and you know what, man? They scrubbed the interview. You brothers remember? Remember there was an interview with a policeman, and he was saying, yeah, what we would do is we'd have a quota for the amount of blacks that we would arrest. And with the sus laws was based upon suspect. So they could just say, a white woman said she saw you steal a purse. that's it. Jake was going to jail. That's the real thing. So there's a lot of Jakes in London, black Jakes that went to jail that didn't actually do anything. The police just made, under the sus laws, they could just say, oh, someone saw you committing a crime. And they didn't have to be no witness or no proof. They just had to say someone did it, and boom, you're in jail. That's when you had the sus laws, man. So imagine that terror that you're living under. Every time you see a policeman, you don't know whether the man feels like they just want to put you in jail that day. And then that's your whole life cooked.
Where's your precept?
I got a precept.
You got a precept?
Yeah, it's Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life.
That's right. And that's gonna come back now in a big way, because they're gonna come at you again. They're looking for a reason to just start killing you, Jake.
So look at the ice thing. They're just grabbing you up. Yo, you look Hispanic. They're just grabbing you up.
Because what Esau's promoting now is that you, Jakes, are really, you're not fit to be in society. Like, all of society's problems really go back to Jake. That's what they're saying. You know? Really, the eugenics, really, when you look at the root of what they're pushing, it's a form of eugenics. Because when they're saying, oh, the immigrants can't be here because they're taking up resources, that's eugenics.
Oh, what did Margaret Sanger say? We need to solve the Negro problem, you know?
Yeah, this is what they're doing, so don't get it twisted, man. The slaughter is coming, the time of Jacob's trouble, where these Edomites are gonna like feel just, and they're gonna feel justified too, because now they're the victim, right? They're suffering racism comparatively. White chicken,
Bro, that shit.
our birth rates. Ain't nobody stopping you from having kids, man. You incel. But it's a real thing. Esau's on Twitter pushing out that they're the victim now, and white race is in peril, is in jeopardy because they're not having no babies, and they're also saying that black people are committing violence against us.
What you mean? You just get yourself?
Yeah, he gave evolved to not reproduce. Only an Edomite would evolve to not reproduce. He's like, that's literally the whole point of evolving, to improve your reproductive survival. They're rather going backwards, bro. Yeah?
That's low IQ.
That's low IQ, bro. And maybe if you went to Thailand and actually dealt with real women instead of the lady boys, man, you get a bit more use. Yeah? Just a suggestion. Go.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, seest thou hast not hated blood.
So, yeah, you can't expect to be doing all this madness in the earth, right? And expect not to, things to follow you and the karma thing, right? The Most High is believing that, right? You shed all this blood of his own children. You don't think that you have to pay that at the end?
And it's not the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians, man. You didn't have to kill, man, to murder. But Esau's the murderer, man. I know Esau likes to paint Jacob as a murderer, but the truth, and all you Jake out there that's cooning, and you got a lot of Jakes now that twerk for Esau. They're all up, oh yeah, we're just true about the black, like Tommy Sotomayor and all these guys like twerking for the white man. You think they see you different than Pookie? They don't. You think, bro, they see you.
There's that clip of what's his face, man, Myron, where he's trying to get in the white supremacist Twitter space. And it's like, you Jewish bioweapons. I was like, bro, they was like, he was not accepted. We're trying to kill you now. They were like, we're gonna get you out of America too. I was like,
the guy told him on the live stream, not like just the chats.
live the chat.
Space to make chats or whatever.
Yeah,
You're gonna look like you'll never be part of this. Like, know what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
You want to be
yeah,
part of the in thing in the white.
Yeah,
But look, if you have to get rid of, like, you're involved too. We're gonna get rid of you. You're black. You can't be one of us. You're not gonna be one of us.
But there's a lot of these niggas out there just twerking for Esau, bruv. Listen, twerking for Esau is too hate.
Right?
You know what I mean?
They're the worst of the worst. Listen, she's like we love Esau. We love him.
Yeah, that's because that's part of his audience base just wants to hear them talking about black women. Niggas all day. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do, but then they don't ever say nothing about what the bullshit Esau talks. But that's because he's twerking for that white supremacist and the idea that they're the victims, these insults, these sexless individuals.
Same for that guy Anton Daniels. That's where he got all this from. He wants to talk about the black women. He never wants to talk about
No, because his audience is all them white insults, and that's all they want to hear. They want to hear about how Jake is the problem and this and that. Yeah. How about you being the problem, you meth head? You know what I mean?
They ain't no black drug, bro.
Yeah. How about that, you meth head?
Opioid addictions. So all of
You
a
want to
sudden,
talk about crimes? What about financial crimes? You want to talk about that? Huh? You talk about the pedophilia, the bestiality. Yeah, wow.
Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord Yahweh, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in a day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Yes, the lies of vanity, things wherein there is no profit. But as far as now the foundation of everything is those lies. That's really the view everyone has of the world. They're looking at, they're thinking, oh, these blacks, X, Y, Z. But then it's funny, as soon as they start interacting with, regular, Jakes that aren't, low-life degenerates, then they start to realize, oh, wait, hold on, maybe it's not all this is.
My precepts really going out to Jakes as well. Jakes that just want to they conform in like brother was talking about, they conform to this society. They love to take the white man. They secrets, lower their
Trimming their way.
Trim their way to seek love. It's gonna come back to bite them.
They surely accepted by Esau in his world, man.
Yeah.
But like we're going through, he won't ever do it.
They don't understand when he goes down, you're gonna go down with him.
America's not eternal.
Yeah.
That's really like the joke is. It's funny because it's what was it? The movie Kingdom of Heaven. It's like in the Dark Ages, Jake was thinking, oh, the end was gonna come during those times. They were thinking, oh, the Kingdom of Heaven is gonna be established now. Now they've kind of got America working under that same false belief. Like, oh, it's okay as long once we clean up all these blacks or Hispanics or whatever.
Chicago.
Because America outshines the land of Israel, right? Israel is meant to be the Holy Land, right? The pinnacle of the kingdom, the kingdom. But America is the headliner. America is positioned as that chief nation in the planet. Israel is just some little thing that got these little gay dudes running it right now, right? But America is the headline act in this world, man. And so this is as you go through, it's the fourth kingdom, the second part of the fourth kingdom, right? Which is doomed and destined to fail and destroy. Right, so this is where we're living it right now, man. You can see that America's going that direction. America can't be eternal because it's the kingdom of the wicked. So we're all waiting for it to be destroyed, but these people out here don't want it to be destroyed. They want it to continue.
And the closer it gets to the end, the more the propaganda they spread is going to disassociate from the reality of life. Like if you let Trump and them man tell the story, this is already some golden age. Everyone's pockets are flowing with money. Like, but the reality that is not the case. The reality is that America's not respected more than they were before. They haven't. They're not more respected in the world. They're not their strength as compared to the other nations has not increased. It's decreased. The nations actually caught up more, and it's evident. Because they what's happening in Venezuela? I thought you were ruling Venezuela. They don't. And you notice they're not talking about that no more.
Yeah,
it was just like a little quick wham bam thank you man. And then it's like, okay, are we gonna? Is there what's happening? Nah, because it's like the quick spectacle, move on to the next thing. They tried to bully EU, it didn't work.
Now they want to try to bully.
They tried to bully China, it didn't work. What did he get from China? Nothing.
What I was even going to say is his first term, the China back and forth then versus now, the situation's not even, like, it's not even improved. Like, China's looking more prominent than ever.
They said they were going to end the war in Ukraine end it in 24 hours. It's still going. So where's all your, why don't you just go kidnap Putin? I thought you had all the technology there. Go kidnap Putin. You can't. So America's actually looking more weak on the world stage. The dollar's weaker. The economy is going down the pan. Yeah, the stocks are going through the roof. But that's due to the flipping, the assets are going to inflate as the dollar is being eroded, man. It's all pretense, man. And you're going to see more propaganda. They're going to be telling you everything's great while everything's fucking falling apart.
Got something real quick? Jeremiah 51, 8 and 9. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto this heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, give up on that bitch, man.
Yeah.
America's done.
Yeah.
She's a whore. You know, and our people, we should forget about America, man. America's not for us anyway.
You have to see beyond, and that's part of this truth, is to see beyond the illusion that Esau puts before you, because Esau doesn't want you to think beyond him, or think beyond his establishment. But when you understand the scriptures, you understand that there is a world beyond this world. This world and the way things are here is not forever. Like, you're born into this world, and yeah, we were born into the system of white supremacy. We don't know no different. We actually don't know a world where some creepy ass cracker isn't running everything. But there is a world, that world does exist. And it's hard to imagine unless the Lord actually blesses you. The average person cannot imagine a world where the so-called white man is not running it. Because they don't, how can you?
How do you uproot him from everything?
Yeah, you've grown up, your entire life has been the same thing. Your life, your parents' life, everyone you know has grown up in this world under these conditions.
Got precept? This is Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perisheth, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
You gotta now look past America. You gotta look past Esau, Edom, and everything he set up. That's why the scripture says, seeing these things shall be dissolved. Understand the day's gonna come that everything we're familiar with will be gone. Every institution will be destroyed. There won't be no FBI. There won't be no everything that we normalize as just exists and it's always gonna exist. It's just here. It's overarching. All these countries that we're used to existing won't exist no more. There won't be no Nigeria in the kingdom of heaven. There won't be no fucking France. Those things won't exist no more. Those things as an institution and as an entity will be dissolved. The day Yahushua comes, there is no France, there is no Germany, there is no UK, there ain't no MI6, there ain't no House of Parliament. All these things are going to be dissolved.
Yep.
What's going to be left?
That for you.
Israelites, there's some Edomites, you know what I mean? There's some Elamites, bro, and there's a land of Israel, and we just start renaming places, bro. But there won't be no institution. Yeah. Oh, I can go call up and they're gonna answer the UN and no, we're just gonna have slaves, and we're gonna have our own institutions that we build new institutions, better, stronger, faster. That's why the scripture says we're gonna be given power over the nations, and most men can't wrap their mind about that. We're not gonna co-opt his institutions. Like sometimes
work our way in, try to get promotion and
then you take over. Like when my man went to Egypt, the Greeks, they co-opted the Egyptian system. It's like calling themselves. Like so now Yahushua is gonna come and he's gonna vote. He's gonna take over the American system, and now he's gonna be president. No,
on some T'Challa shit, man.
Bro, there ain't gonna be no communism. There ain't gonna be no capitalism. There ain't gonna be no socialism. There ain't gonna be no damn fucking Democrat. There ain't gonna be no flipping conservative. None of these political systems or organizations.
Right, ups and downs.
It's literally organized. That's why the Bible tells you, seeing all these things shall be dissolved. It literally is going to be a complete reset on the earth.
This is 2 Peter 3, verse 11. See it then that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner
Let's
of
start from
person-
10, bro.
Right. This is 2 Peter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be
Yeah,
dissolved.
that's the World Cup, the Hall of Fame, all of the,
England have got the legendary status forever. Right?
yes, the Nobel Peace Prize.
You know, I was remember 1966.
You know what I'm saying? All this false history. But we're going to get access to the spiritual glory. We're going to get access to the spiritual glory. Just like how Moses was given access. That's how the Torah was written. The Torah was written because he was showing everything that happened, even to the point of the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think about that. Even the dialogue of what man was thinking is written in the scriptures. Because the Lord's got access to the... So we don't need all the libraries, because the libraries are filled with lies anyway. We're going to burn it all. The new books is going to be us. Yeah, this is the history of what happened. And guess what? It's going to be the real history. It's going to be actually what happened, and he sort of lied about. There ain't going to be no moon landing. It's going to be, they faked a moon landing.
that's why the scripture speaks about the nations coming up to us for knowledge and wisdom, man. Because all wisdom and knowledge is going to come from us, man. Because it's been being given to us by the Heavenly Father.
You got to clean it up.
You know, all these, because no one can do nothing right here anyway. No one can't even get diet right. We can't get shit right here. So we're gonna,
the Atkins diet and all that shit. Because Esau messed all that up, man. Had people low fat diet. Now man's got flipping Alzheimer's, man. Because he's just lying all the time and corrupt. Like he said, you can't pick up a book that Esau written without there being evidence in there, man. Now in the kingdom of heaven, pick up a book, it's gonna have truth in it. If it's a book about farming or whatever it is, it's gonna be real knowledge, real science, man, not corruption. That's why it's gonna all be destroyed. So all the libraries, we ain't gonna need all that. The only thing the new world is gonna need is the Israelites, because we are the source through the spirit of Yahweh and Shai, man. So we really are going into a world that's gonna be new. It's gonna be fresh, built from the ground up. And guess what? In that world, Esau ain't gonna have a damn thing to say. We don't wanna have it. He gonna have no input, output, none of that. And it's gonna be a beautiful world. It's gonna be a real golden age, because the devil is not gonna have his no say so. We ain't gonna have no Edomite. Oh, what do you think? Shut up. Man will just backhand his jawbone, clean out Jake Paul style, broke him up all the time. No talking. Edomites are not gonna be doing no talking in the kingdom of heaven. Anywhere where real men have to speak and discuss and make decisions, Edomites ain't gonna be there, man. They're gonna be cast out of that. Right now in this world, anything that's anything, Esau's involved.
We got fucking Mr. Gates now. He built computers. He can do like the V shots and stuff like. Who the fuck are you? Expert professional.
Shut up. Edomites be out here failing upward, man. Only an Edomite in this world can fail upwards, man. Jake can't fail upwards, you know. If Jake failed, they failed.
Yeah.
And they use it as an excuse. Yeah, we're good enough.
That's it.
Edomite, well, nowhere is that seen more than in football.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, yeah.
In football, these Edomite managers fail upwards all the time. And then all the black ones,
No chance, yeah.
no chance.
Yeah, because what was it? The Chelsea manager, Rossini, and like he's lost to the best team in Europe, and that's it. And Liam Rossini, Chelsea manager.
What do you mean? Who do you lose to?
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Oh, I thought no, because he said they've only lost to the best team. I thought, like, what? I was lost. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but it was like they all, oh yeah, he was too defensive, he was too this, he was too that. But it's like them, you have John Terry's, Like what was, it was one of them old Chelsea boys, white boys. They lost. They basically lost, and then they got a bigger
They
promotion.
got a better job after.
You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fail upwards. Only Esau can do that. They can fail upwards. Jake, you see what happened to Heskey and these man and all these Vieira. Where's Vieira's job? Vieira was like,
John Barnes been crying over it for years.
yeah, they get one opportunity, and if you flop that opportunity, you'll never be heard from again. Whereas Esau gets to
Because they
fail.
didn't like you in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's mad. But anyway, go on. Like, Esau, all that is going to be done away with, man.
Got a quick precept.
You know.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as the waters cover the sea.
There you go. In our world, truth is what's going to be, not propaganda. Because this world is just bare propaganda, lies and manipulations, man. Man go on Twitter and all these accounts are doing is just spreading lies. Like, and it'll be some AI video as well, man. It's like, and it's blatantly AI. And it's just to push an agenda. But this is how Esau's always been. He's a liar. He just continues to lie and manipulate. Our world, we're not going to lie and manipulate. Just tell the truth. Everything's better that way. Just tell the truth. Be open and upfront about what's going on, man. Why lie? Ignorance, spreading ignorance to the Esau wants the people to be ignorant because that's how he's able to rule through ignorance. We're gonna rule through right. We don't have to be ignorant. In our kingdom, everyone will be educated in the right way. But we're not gonna be. What happens if they get educated? Man will never overcome.
I was like, bro, it's like Esau he knows the truth, but he chooses to teach lies.
The difference is Esau, because he's an inferior beast, he has to hamper people, and so we ain't gonna do all that. We're gonna win the race regardless, bro. We don't mind if a man can run. Esau break your legs, man.
We levitating next to them, just like it's like, your form is excellent.
And that's why never get this in a million years. Entire life.
But it's true. It's not really in our interest to dumb down the world. Esau will actually put in a system to dumb people down. I mean, what the fuck? What's doing here? Like, what is the point of dumbing people down? If as rulers, it's in our interest for our subjects to be built up, man. To understand righteousness.
And that's why Esau's progress is as impressive as it has looked over the last 100 years or whatever, right? With different, industrial revolutions, that kind of progress is going to go so much quicker in the kingdom. Because everyone's going to be on a higher level ultimately, and we're going to be on a supreme level.
Was even Tesla is a good example, because Tesla was up on face like way ahead of his time. Even like alternating current, like they didn't pick, like he made it, and then they didn't even pick it up.
Yeah, they hold the information back. They hold the knowledge back.
Because they're like, nah, shit.
Yeah.
You can't monetize it.
Can't
monetize it.
Carl, thinking about Tesla, because they say there are no records, that they have no records. They probably have them in a vault somewhere, man.
Because they know it's like a lot of them things.
Listen, there's so many things, just even simple things that people could benefit from. Just like even using the toilet correctly. You know what I mean? There's so many things. Just like what we mentioned earlier, diet. Diet should be something that everyone understands and gets. But Esau, man, everyone's diet's off.
A man should be putting all this shit in the food, makes you addicted to these fucking shitty foods, man. You know?
Yeah, I was watching a thing today about all the different coconut oils and how a lot of them are just messed up, man. Like that KTC, don't use that KTC thing. The KTC, they use rotten coconut. And then they
Okay. Oh, KTC, the brand KTC. Okay, can.
Yeah. Really, the coconut oil you use should have a smell. It should smell like coconut. Don't use that KTC. If you notice, it don't smell like that. Because they have to over process it because they have to, because really it's rancid. They're using rotten coconuts, right? So brothers, don't be using that KTC shit, and don't use any coconut oil that's stored in plastic either. Because the fats, the plastic leaches into the fats, man, and it'll turn your balls into vaginas, man.
Oh,
Esau gonna buy it now.
Quick one. Second.
It's elder with you.
No. I just come from work.
Oh, okay.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Let's stop there. Because of Esau, you got people running around like that don't believe that there is even Israel. And that's directly because of Esau. He promoted that. He's, I don't know if there's a God in Big Bang. You know what I mean? What? This guy's insane. This guy, he did that. He destroyed the people's faith in the Bible by coming with all this pseudoscience like evolution, Darwinism, to try, and then they made up lies saying, "Oh, everyone that believed in the Bible believed the Earth was flat." That's a lie, bro. That's not true. They just made that up to make it look like if you believe in the Bible, you're just some crazy. You know what? You should believe in science.
Yeah.
But the Bible is science.
That's it. And then meanwhile, the elite are worshipping demons.
Bro, meanwhile, you saw that that thing they had, man. You saw that demonic ceremony where it's all. Bro, these men are having some crazy ceremony. Nah, like but that's true. Faith has been destroyed. People don't believe in the Most High no more. They don't believe in God. They trust in Esau. They've been made carnal because Esau's promoted the carnal way of thinking. And they made it where the Bible seems like a fairy tale, like something that even Christians will tell you, well, it's not literal, because really what they're telling you is, it said someone walked to war, but it didn't actually happen. Or it said there was a flood, but it actually wasn't a flood. It's an allegory. It's just that's what man would do.
It's just a lesson. It's just a lesson. But you have these dudes like, we're trying to recreate it in science. We can't do it, so therefore it didn't happen. You know, and this didn't really happen.
But there's a lot of Christians that actually don't really believe what the Bible says, like vocab alone. That's why he said you man talking about spiritual powers, because vocab doesn't actually believe what he reads in the Bible. The Bible to him is just something to do on a Sunday. It's like it's a bunch. It's like it's not real. There's no real substance there, but it sounds nice. So let's just play with that. But then when I feel like it, I'm gonna be a demon. That's vocab alone. He doesn't believe in the actual stories like it's a reality. And then Esau's caused that to happen. Esau did that. But in our world, imagine a world where everyone will just believe in the Most High. That knowledge is going to be as established as how evolution is established in the hearts of the people. Because man would not question evolution. Everyone just, because why? You turn on the TV, it's all pushing it in your mind. As a child, you know, dinosaur, and they'll tell you 100 million years ago. You know, in our world, it would be just truth.
Isaiah 47 and...
was there still a bit more on this one?
It says, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Corruption. This whole world is based around corruption. Corruption of morals, corruption of integrity, corruption of truth. There's no area in life Esau hasn't lied about it. He's lied so much, he's lied about the lie. He's lied about the lie, that's lied about the lie, that's lied about the lie. We're to the point whereby you don't even know certain times. You just have to be like, look, let's leave it with the Most High. We don't know which version of that history is true. Is Epstein alive? Is he dead? Is he in the middle? We don't know. We don't know. Like, it's just all over the place. You don't know. There's too much going on. There's too many lies.
Doesn't even upload the AI consciousness. I don't know.
Is he in chat GPT right now?
There's too much lies going on. You know what I mean? There's too many scandals, man. There's too much. Everything's corrupt, man. From the food industry, it's all corrupt. All right? Nothing's pure. The money's corrupt. Like we spoke about earlier, the money's corrupt. Man are buying gold certificates, man, and there's no gold. Man are buying silver certificates, and there's no silver. The whole thing is that's why if you're a truther, you end up going crazy, because where does it end, bro? You could literally spend the rest of your life uncovering corruption. in this society, man. Everything's messed up. That's just like the coconut oil. Man was happily just using up the coconut oil, a random YouTube video. Just, oh yeah, by the way, they're using rotten. What?
Oh yeah. Everything's fucked.
Man's finding out new chemicals that is leaching into this and that. Man, you're like, fuck, man.
Because you know the microplastics thing. It's like man would have just like that would have just been happening. Everyone's thinking, oh, plastic bags, oh, whatever, all this is so great. Meanwhile, it's just all kinds of jacked up.
They lied. They lied about coconut oil. They said coconut oil was bad for you. They lied. The other day I having an argument on it. Oh, fat is good, but there ain't no such thing as no bad fats. That's a lie. You should just make that up so we can feed you some fucking carbs. Really, there's no such thing as bad anything. It's all about a balanced diet, man.
Well, the only bad fat is the one that fucking eats you. The vegetable oils.
Yeah.
That's the only bad one.
But natural animal fats like beef tallow,
that's all.
It's all good.
It's necessary.
But obviously, you don't drink it by the ton.
Yeah.
Don't eat it by the ton. But anything out of balance for you.
So you can drown in water. If you drink too much water, it's like you need it to survive.
But they're teaching that too. They're saying water's bad for you.
Eat salt.
Even salt. Salt. Natural water from the mountains has salt.
Esau's corrupted everything, man. But in our world, imagine all that confusion and not being sure about what's right or wrong. Now you can't even trust your eyes. Is it AI? That's another thing. You turn the TV on, you know if it's a psyop. You actually have to question it. You have to question what you see with your own eye. You know how mad that is? It used to be a saying, seeing is believing. But now it's like, I saw that building collapse, and man, I've got to sit here and but is there a way where
it didn't catch quite right.
Exactly. No, I'm having a legit conversation. I've literally just watched a video of some idiot getting shot by ICE, and I'm having a legit conversation about whether that's an actor, a crisis actor. and the worst thing is it probably is. But you've seen it. You've seen it with your own two eyes, man. Them man were having Ukraine war, and then you find out that was an actress. Like the soldier that they're saying is actually an actress. You're like, so, it's a movie set.
Just like
everybody saw the moon landing. So we're at that point where you can't even trust what you see with your eye no more. That's how bad the earth has got underneath this devil. Now in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be able to trust your eyes, you're gonna be able to trust your ears. Because truth is gonna be the number one thing in our kingdom, man.
And this is why we trust the word of the Heavenly Father, man. So you can trust in this.
No, you gotta read the fine print. Where you watch them drug adverts in America.
Yeah,
bro,
crazy.
And they want to speed them.
This pill gonna take away your knee pain, why give you diabetes? Give you AIDS. Like, nigga.
Should have in our Green Dots party, innit? We wanted to take the pill, and then they started going with the adverts. Any people with dementia, heart attack.
Yeah, I remember.
Weed split, start smoking that.
Shit, man, at least it's just weed, but you know, niggas is great. But at least some paper.
You sign a contract with a man to do business. Imagine you sign a contract with a man to do business, and you need to hire a JOO just to read it, like, because it's got bare clauses and all sorts in there, and they're trying to F you over 5 different ways, bro. This kingdom is messed up, man. Bare speeches, and it's all lies. Look at Judas Maccabee's speech that he did. Short and sweet, man. It was on point. Nowadays, you just got Tony Blair up there with an hour speech. It's all lies and propaganda.
I don't know how you can be motivating man for an hour. Like, what are we doing, bro? After the first 15, it's like, alright.
We must.
Bit more? A bit more. It says, last bit, and it says, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Right, the truth, man, which is what we're teaching. The truth about the history of the Bible, the truth about the Most High, the angels, His Son, everything. It's going to be declared, and it's going to be household knowledge. It's going to be what everyone just knows and just wildly widely accepted by everyone. And that alone will change the world. That alone will change it. Right now, the world is confusion. If I go to this house, they've got certain things that they might share, they believe in, but there might be all kind of madness mixed up in there. One man's flipping Sikh, next man's all kind of myriad of madness. That's the world we live in. Yeah. Just madness. The earth is really insane. It's insane. It's insanity. It's a miracle if you even got the truth, because there's so many different pitfalls. There's pitfalls within pitfalls, man. Just being a Christian alone, there's a million varieties of fucking. It's insane. We live in an insane asylum, man. The truth is just, it's all corrupted.
Yeah, like, it's something small. But you might oust a bitch. Are you single?
Oh, bro.
And you know what you say? Yeah, but that means, you know what that means sometimes? It means,
Today I am.
I ain't got one guy, I got multiple guys.
Situationship.
So I'm not single with one, like,
Exactly.
I'm not in a relationship.
I'm pulling.
Entanglements.
Yeah,
Gray area.
Yeah, that box is good. Wicked place, bro.
Like I was speaking to the priest Shema, I said, bro, we actually don't know what it's like to not be like always aroused.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's like to have a clear mind, because you can't have a clear mind in Babylon,
Yep.
because they use sex to sell burgers. Everything is sex. Like, we don't even know what it's like to be normal, to actually have the full use of your testosterone without it. Like, can you imagine that?
Only take this. Only take
What mankind could achieve if you just weren't always distracted by sex?
Just be roasted all day, like.
Yeah, bro. You
scrolling.
You open the phone,
Every advert.
booty, clapping.
Just one bit of curve, man.
Bro, this society, we if you grew up in this generation, you do not know what it's like to be like a normal human being, because you're overly sexualized to the point where like you're overstimulated.
Yeah.
Right, and you know testosterone. That's why when them man do boxing, they separate themselves from their woman, because the hormone testosterone is a sex hormone, but it's actually quite powerful for motivation and focus. Meaning, like, if you want to like learn, like being able to study, testosterone is actually very good for that. That's why them monks, them man used to seclude themselves and turn into flipping geniuses, bro, because all that testosterone is now going towards some productive. But in this society, bro, every 10 seconds, bro, there's a booty, tits, everything. Go to buy a burger, there's a you just constantly aroused, bro.
Everyone. And then, bro, remember that time when I was going into information and that book on vitamins and nutrients?
Yeah.
It was touching on that fact that obviously sperm contains metals in it, magnesium, calcium, and all that. So if you're constantly just nutting every day, like, you know, like you just
Deplete your minerals.
it can actually give you mental health.
So then the porn addiction thing, because there's certain men that you have porn addiction, they're bashing off like 20 times a day, like.
Actually depletes the metals.
That's mad.
No, it's true. No way.
That's mad.
It's like Magneto.
Bill Quiz.
Yeah.
We just got absorbed in there.
That's it.
But it can actually bug you out.
No, but it's true. Men don't realize it because we normalize how sexualized we are.
Yeah.
Because you don't know any different. The moment you hit puberty in this world, you're just hit with
bro.
Yeah.
Whereas some guy living in the Amazon forest, man, they're just normal. Yeah, they're gonna have sexual urges, but not like, bro, we're actually like getting sold burgers through sex.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to have a meditation, and I'm just distracted. Ooh,
Just
ooh. On the phone, I'm trying to research, and I scroll up. All I see is, and then you can't help it, bro. And then you have to let go.
Oh man.
come back later.
And it's probably does something to your brain.
No, it does. It does. Because it's instant shot dopamine, isn't it?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like you're just getting bare spikes.
So they're using your natural, they're using your testosterone, your natural chemistry against you. And that's why a lot of these young men can't focus. They can't focus on nothing. They can't dedicate themselves to anything because their minds are just consumed with sexual arousal, man.
Yeah. On what you're saying, remember back in the day, like, you know, you would see them period pieces where, like, if a woman wanted to turn you on, she'd just show you a bit of ankle. Right now, ankles, what's an ankle?
Now
It's
you
like-
see inside.
Yeah, no, bro, like, real talk here, us lot in the West, if we just don't know what it's like to not be in that kind of bodily condition. You don't. And it corrupts your mind, it corrupts the way you interact, because everything becomes a sexual interaction.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
It's been on like a constant type of stress, bro. You just
It is,
being
no,
constantly
it is,
bombarded by it.
Because remember, if you get a shot of dopamine, you also need to kind of have a calm down as well. You know what I mean?
And you can't even go to the gym now.
Yeah.
Because the gym's hella sexualized.
The gyms are, bro, it's
The gym is everything. It's everything.
bro, it's like you see the women, it's like, even you might be in the gym, so walking past on their way into the gym already,
Well,
movies out there.
They put in the leggings, the gym leggings,
gym
the
leggings
yoga
are
pants
leggings.
everywhere. But it's by design. It's all by design, man. And it brings debauchery. It lowers your vibration. You know. That's why the scripture said, "Mortify your members, man."
This is Romans 8:5 on down. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things that are of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High. For it's not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be."
So then, when they lower your vibration, when all you're thinking about is sex, arousal and all that stuff, right? It just brings wickedness at the end of the day, debauchery, and all the things that we know, that adultery, all the things. And most men are fucking themselves up over sex. Man can't even just go work and concentrate on work, and get at the end of the day, man. You just get yourself in problems, and you can't help it. It's true, because as a man, you're gonna be burning in a way that you wouldn't normally be burning like this. This is insane. This is insane. Like you got insatiable appetite because it's just in your face all the time. Whereas it's not supposed to be like that.
And too much like overly pent up burning can cause rage.
Yeah, rage.
Because testosterone naturally spikes rage.
Yeah.
Like,
It brings a frustration.
Yeah.
It brings a mad frustration. It's all by design, man. It's
Remember with
literally-
Samson, man? Pick up the guineas.
He was relaxed after that. When he done his thing, he was cool after that.
Yeah, Esau, the sexual revolution just fucked everything up, man. And now it's true. If you are, and it's worse for the generations after us, because they got the Instagram now. They actually have a lot more access to sexualized images than we do, because they're on Instagram and thing where we didn't grow up like that. Our sexual images might have been MTV or Page 3, but more time you didn't really. But these lot, they literally live on Instagram.
I was gonna say,
and that's all their mind is on.
Even before they hit puberty, they're still able to just go. They can be like 6, 7, just watching porn, and it's like it's not even doing it. It's not even doing anything. Like you're 6, nigga. Like what you watching? But it's like man would just be watching it just because they can. Someone else in school might have shown them or whatever, and it's available. So it's like. When you're like that, it's like, bro, you're ruined. Like you're cooked.
Mine's yours.
Like you're puberty. You can't even.
Your
can't even get it up.
oblongatas all messed up.
That's crazy. Go ahead. Just no magnesium and zinc left.
That man have got to go Greenland. Greenland to get the rare earth metals.
You might be in a classroom and then your classmate's mom might have a OnlyFans, bro.
Oh, this is hell.
This is hell. Did it? For real?
Yeah, brother's not even in there. You're nothing gonna come out. Just to try to do
This is Leviticus 19:29. Do not it says, "Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to them and the land become full of wickedness."
Yeah, over sexualization and lack of sexual discipline literally ultimately leads to every form of wickedness you can think of, because that lower vibration, that base level of beastly activity on hyperdrive leads to everything, violence. It literally leads into impulsivity. No discipline, man. This society is sick, man. It actually is absolutely sick.
That's what when these teenagers, as soon as they turn 18, they want to be ordered. Yeah. That's what they aspire to be. When you tell them you're a prostitute, it's not even a shameful thing to put it down. No.
Bro, man just want to live in a brothel, man.
That's what they make money. Don't understand you're degrading yourself. You're valuing your whole life.
Yeah, but that is the value. In this society, that's all that matters. The value of the attention and the money that it can bring. And it's the same thing with the niggas love the hoes.
Niggas love
They love the idea of not having the responsibility, because they've destroyed the whole fabric of what it is to the family. On the structure, they've destroyed everything. It's just the sexual revolution. That's all it is. And then now this is what we got, man. We got like kids with no parents.
Kids with no parents.
Kids raising parents.
Yeah. Simp ballers like playing for Man United.
No. Stop doing that. He's an Arsenal fan.
Simp ballers that are marrying, what's that bitch name?
What's her name? Tiana Trump.
Tiana Trump.
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga's trying to marry her. There's like 1 million videos of her. Apparently. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them basketballers are doing the same thing. But anyway, let's carry on with the precepts.
Yeah, I'm finishing.
This is Romans 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Lord.
I know sometimes.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Lord.
Right, so that's all about like, coming out of my people type thing. You know, coming out of the mind state that we kind of grew up in, in this world. Right, this world has been nothing but built to corrupt us. Right, so we have to come out of the way things are here, and it's difficult. And being in the flesh is a difficult thing to do. But we've told us to perform ourselves to this world, so we depart from the ways of this world. You know, we start performing ourselves to the ways except for us. So that's what we depart from, is why we're in captivity.
Yeah, that was my one.
You got my one. We're in captivity, right? So it's because of these, you know, because we perform ourselves to the other nations and their ways of, the way they do things, right? And so we know we need to come out of that and come back to the Heavenly Father, right? Is it quick?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, man, I don't know what brothers were, that's a spiritual thing. Because we're in a spiritual battle. The Lord is the one that's going to deliver us from the captivity that we're in. And that's the ultimate part of this, is that we need and will receive deliverance because we're in captivity. Okay? And that's the truth. The one that's on top of things, people say, oh, you're getting on, you're getting on. But that's who is on top of things. Okay? That's oppressing all the nations. That's in Isaiah 13 or 14. And many scriptures, the one oppressing everybody, and mainly Jake's
nations have had a hand in oppressing you as well. A lot of the other nations got deals with these, have had deals and things like that with these.
Do you want to put your camera?
Just on that previous point.
Said what?
Do you want to put your camera up?
I just feel
Okay, cool.
And just on that previous point we was on, man, because we're supposed to be more spiritual now, right? We're supposed to be, learning these scriptures and become more spiritual in a world that is full of carnality. So the weapons of warfare are not carnal, because we're more spiritual minded. So we know what we're combating. It's not just things in the flesh that we're combating. Obvious demons, the Edomites and shit that popping shit. But also there's a spiritual battle going on that we're always having to resist. So we go into that being a highly sexualized type thing. We're always having to battle these demons that are out here trying to break us down, basically. But yeah, that's just on the previous topic.
that's a good point. I didn't know. Well, let's. What's that? Well, you read Ephesians. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 and 11, and put on the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, that you may be able to withstand against the wiles of the devil.
Intrusive thoughts. That's Satan. You know what I mean? Thought, suggestion. That's how it works. Right. That's how, sometimes do shit. They don't even know that it's a suggestive, seductive spirit. You know what I mean? Seducing, what is it?
Seducing spirit.
Spirits, devil's doctrine. So that's why they get down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're battling. Now, if you don't know you're battling that, then, right, you think that's your own fault. That's crazy. Thinking is your own thoughts. And that's why when you come into the truth, then that's when you actually start battling Satan.
You know you're in a battle.
Right.
Yeah, you understand you're in a battle.
You understand the spirit realm, the right hand, the left hand. You start understanding that. Where the people in the world, they don't understand that, they don't get that. So that's when we talk about stuff like when you come in the truth, catch out. A lot of y'all don't understand. Some of y'all don't even understand that. And that's going into what the brother's talking about how we understand, and we're open up to the bigger picture.
What's really going on? Because the knowledge of wisdom shall be distributed at thy times, right? And it's only through the knowledge of the scriptures that we're able to see what we're fighting. To know what we're up against. And that's when you're really now locked in, because you're not just being, you're not just being taken advantage of through the world, for these demons and that kind of stuff. You know you're up against now, and so you're having to actively act against it, to try and preserve yourself, man, from these demons, man.
But when you're in the world, you're not really fighting the demons.
No, you're not. You're taking advantage of basic
aggression, shit like that, different whatever. But actually, fighting spirits.
More times they're embracing the demons, man.
Yeah, that's what the scripture says. When you know the truth, the Lord casts seven spirits out there. So that's what the truth does. The word and so that brothers with certain things happen, but that's in spirits. So we're battling spirits, bro. Facts, man. You know what I'm saying? And these spirits, man, they can all sorts. The seducing spirits, just all these sins that are being committed, that's them spirits. Any sins you think of, that's them spirits. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return.
Right, so it's the truth that makes the unclean spirit come up the person, up the brother and stuff like that. And then
you seek rest. But being in this battle, there's no rest. Because you're always in a fight. And it goes on to say that them demons, if you give up basically, them demons come back in full force. And because you want the easy way out, you want to go back to the ignorance. You're going to be my guy Cypher out of the Matrix. I just want to live in ignorance. I just want to be ignorance is bliss. You just want to go back because it's easier for you just to not, fight that fight. And so we've seen a lot of guys come in the shoot and duck out again, go back into the world because it's just too hard for them. Knowing that you're up against these demons is too hard for them. And so they give in and just go back to be with the demons. You know?
Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Well, yeah, them spirits basically just that they wander around and they're tormented that they ain't got hosts. That's how they operate. So they're like, well, I'm gonna come back from where I came. Fuck that. I was comfortable in that joint. You know what I'm saying? They're the sofa in your brain, and the Netflix on. You're watching TV. You're looking at your own eyes. Right, that demon, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's got the, you know, like a chariot and horse and all that. But that's you, bro. He's got you like this, and he's looking through your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You think it's you. You ain't even looking through your own eyes, man.
It says, then goeth he and taketh with him 7 other spirits.
Yeah, so he's like, fuck this, man. I'm locking this chair.
House party time.
Popcorn now, the sofa's there. So get more sofas in. You need to upgrade the Netflix subscription. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They've got the snacks, sodas. You know what I mean? You know what shows you that? Remember the movie Gremlins?
Yeah.
And they were just
The whole pie,
having
Having the time of their life.
That's all that was about. They were just getting the more chaos the goes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It says, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
Bro, so you get stronger ones? Yeah. He said, look, man, he goes up on the team. He goes up and says, look, man, this dude. So that proves that when you come to the truth, bro, you're going to have serious demons coming up against you. That scripture proves that as well.
It's going to get harder.
It's going to get harder because that spirit's have got stronger ones in himself. So now you got
Rick, give me a
right. I was comfortable there. Now he's got his big voice. Made that phone call. You know what I'm saying? Made that spiritual phone call. Look, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, like there was a black bitch and shit. And let's say like she had a problem with her fella and that. So I get my brothers and he calls. Yeah, he's on the phone. Yeah. That's what it's like. He made that phone call and the older brothers. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there.
And that's why when people fall out the truth, they always walk the fuck out. Like you see, they're completely whacked out. You have people fall out and got with trannies. You have people fall out and start dyeing their hair purple and that. And all sorts of mad shit go on. You've had all sorts of people fall out and start clucking like chickens. That's some spirits. So no matter what happens, bro, don't fall out the truth. Don't make these demons try and make you fall out the truth. Because it's not about them. Now they're going to be just doing what they're doing. You're going to bug out and they're going to laugh at you. See, yeah, you know that and you're, fuck that. Okay.
So in 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 20. For if after they escape the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they are again entangled therein in the things of the world, the wickedness, right? And overcome, the latter end is worse for them than the beginning.
You brothers like me, fast.
You read it again. You read it slow. Read it slow.
What's going on in this city,
That's habit.
Yeah.
That's habit. Let me read that again. Right, verse 2 Peter 2 and 20. Right, if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn away from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Yeah, you say something, bro.
Yeah, because you're saying these guys, they end up more bugged out than they were at the beginning, basically, right? Because they got these stronger demons on them, and when they bug out to the world, they do all kind of crazy shit like fucking like chickens and whatever, right? Because they left the truth, right? The Most High is punishing you from leaving the truth, right? And like giving you over to these demons that are just playing with you now, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
The pollutions in this world.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get that in blue letter, please. Someone look at it.
I've got a quick preset.
Pollutions in this. Yeah. Let's see what that for the pollutions.
You're getting.
The Most High gonna open you up to the pollutions, and you understand them. Then the pollutions gonna jump out. But I don't know. We don't see what it says.
I'll read this one quickly, yeah? Just on the same similar point. Luke 4 and 13. Slow it down.
That's what my way of everything a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Luke 4 and 13. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. That's when Yahushua got tempted by, it's the same as in Matthew 4, but it gives a little more detail that Satan left from tempting him for a season. So when Yahushua walked in Hebrews, the 4th chapter, I believe it tells you that the Lord went through all the things he went through to basically give us a pattern of things we'll go through, but also to give us, embolden us, to give us hope that him suffering all those things, we'll basically have the ability to do so because he overcame it before. But Satan tempted him on various different occasions through his ministry. That's why he said to Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Because that was Satan rearing his ugly head again. Saying, Peter was being sincere, saying, "Oh, that ain't gonna happen." He believed he was, but it's actually going against the spirit. The Lord had to die.
Someone can sincerely come against the spirit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like someone can say, that shit looks like, but that's what it's got. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we say. You gotta accept what he is.
Yes.
Well, that's why we get prosperity doctrines. Things that just have to happen, prophecies that have to happen, the good and the bad.
And normally the Lord dying led to a beautiful thing.
I've got some for you.
Being adopted back onto the Heavenly Father.
Well, like you said, that was Satan. That should be. That's heavy. You got that?
Yeah, I got the.
Yeah, and I want to read that also in the NLV.
And which one?
The NL. I call it the NLV.
NLV.
NLT, whatever.
I've got the NLT.
Yeah, I call it.
Yeah, I've got the NLT. So that part in 2 Peter 2 and 20 where it says pollution, right? The Greek word is miasma, right? Which says that which defilement, or metaphorically vices, defilements which contaminates one in his intercourse with the ungodly mass of mankind. Right? But that's what the demon kind of corrupts you, innit? Defiles you, right? Makes you go off and do wickedness, right?
So imagine that people don't know that demons are connected with being wicked and being defiled and all that. They don't go, like for example, they will eat fucking sea parasites, like a crab, a giant crab, and they'll think, oh, that's just something to eat. But it's got to be spirit on you. When you come in the truth, you look at someone doing that, and it's like, oh, that's abominable. Now, if you watch a fucking horror movie, a demon will be eating something like that. Did you put that in the movie? You know what I'm saying? And then you could, like, if a demon's eating a spider or eating, fucked. But that is the same thing, and that's what, when you get the spirit of the Lord, but back in tune, you gotta be in tune, right? Then you can see that. You're like, wow, I don't think that.
You identify it as wickedness.
Exactly. And them demons are like abominations. These things, wicked things appease them demons. dog sacrifice, child sacrifice, demons, that gets them up. That's how they're built to, you know what I'm saying?
So they call them unclean spirits.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, if I can say this. That woman that was pushing the pram, she was just singing Old MacDonald now with the oink oink. It might have been the unclean spirits. It's fine. She was saying Old MacDonald. Yeah. Old MacDonald had a farm, she couldn't find for the oink oink. She was going oink oink past the camp. They got unclean spirits.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's super heavy. That's super heavy. That's super heavy. That's the pigs.
NLT? Yeah. Right, this is 2 Peter 2 and 20 in the NLT. Verse 20 says, and when people escape from the wickedness of the world by knowing our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and then get tangled up and enslaved by sin again, they are worse off than before.
Did that again, sorry?
And when people escape from the wickedness of the world by knowing our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and then get tangled up and enslaved by sin again, they are worse off than before. It would have been better if they had never known the way to righteousness than to know it and then reject the command they were given to live the holy life.
So that's like basically it's true. With some fools that they give up, and then they get entangled. They just you get caught in the spider web. You're entangled. You try. You just give up. Then whatever's on that playlist, you gone. You're not curated. That's the opposite of being liberated, which the scripture says you're liberated through the Yahweh Shai. So you entangled, you just under darkness. That's why when you see a nigga get ill, the nigga might be trying to break free, and then what happens? They pay him a visit, and the next video they would say, oh, shit, it got to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. What do you mean they got to him? Them spot that she's just trapped back in that spider's web, caught up, entangled. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Precept?
Yeah.
This is Hebrews chapter.
Did you have a precept?
Yeah, I got some.
I mean, you call, but go on, you read yours as well.
Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24. 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain...
Where's going to be, how you covered, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, like, y'all call that truth. That's what y'all do. But the end of someone that does that is destruction. So, hell no. That's not. The scriptures talks about he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Where you getting saved out of this? You got to endure to the end, man. No matter what happens and what comes up. Okay, the family comes against you, so be it. The world comes against you, so be it. Because they're in Satan, and then they're coming against your salvation. They ain't gonna be saved.
Being used to test you.
Well, even that. That's the Lord. What does Scripture say? Variance shall be in the families. Yeah. So, like your family members, man, they're just there to test you. You know.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. That's what I told you that.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. It says, in fact, let me start from 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in a throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, and everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake.
That shows you that they're going to be in the world, and there'll be liabilities and things of that nature. You know, and then a lot of them will trying to pull your ass back into the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Trying to pull your ass out the truth and come into the world. And then what happens then? Then the demons are got you. You know what I'm saying? There's the Animatrix one. That's one of my favorite. There's a scene where Jake's trying to stand. He breaks out of the matrix because he's so fast. You remember that, bro? Yeah. And then he's trying. Every time he's trying to stand up, man, the demon keeps going. Sit down. The agents. Yeah. They didn't want him standing up like that, you know. And that's it's crazy. Because it said some people break out of the matrix in different ways. He was so fast that he broke about him. It's different little. It's one of the dopest things. And then, but he broke out of it. He runs so fast, but he snapped something, and he's breaking all the records. But then he snapped, and then they had him in a wheelchair, and they didn't want him to get out of that wheelchair.
The nurse, like, was an agent or something, the one taking care of him, trying to keep him in a bugged out state. So then it's like one of them get to him, and then he just stands up in a wheelchair and he breaks through. That's a bait,
He's a Jake.
Yeah. I remember that really shows like for someone to get out of the matrix, like running with that strong mind and strong will, like that's fucking crazy, man. Your mind
really believed he could he was like, nah, I can go that far.
Reset.
That's everything. There's so many that animations, there's little short movies and all that different. If you ain't watched the Animatrix, I've been meaning to do a video on it for years, man. I was Lord willing to do it this week. There's some video. It took me, I think, but I'm going to do it. So if you ain't watched that, it's dope. Because they show you from different ways about society. You know, it's the Matrix, but they made an animated version. People are breaking out the Matrix in different ways. Where the one at the start, the one dude was on the computer, and he was at home, and his parents are worried about it because he's like locked up. But he come across certain info, and he was talking. He was the Matrix, the Neo thing, talking to him. So when he was in school, man, he weren't concentrating. Then they were like, "You alright?" And his grades are going down, and he was just daydreaming and shit.
I remember you wrote, I want to be with Neo or something. He said that was something.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I want to, like, we'll get you later on or something like that.
I think he might be the one,
the young
in
guy.
the second movie. He's the, I can't remember, I think called the guy with the
ammunition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody did?
Yeah,
the actual movie.
It was a character. Because he was throwing it in the matrix. And you're like, that's how you get it.
And if you know what he did, he got to something, he jumped up the building. He believed, like he said, he's aiming out something to his death. But, you know, they were showing you something. Because he got wig, but he was escaped anyway. But it was just showing you that. It's more of a faith thing. There's messages in it, it's not just, so it was just showing you something. Because that's what, when you come to the truth, yeah. But you died to the world anyway. That's what was happening. He was in school. He just couldn't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? He knew it was bullshit. He knew something deeper than what was going on. So he died to the world. That he basically, that was what he was showing.
That space ain't real.
It's heavy spiritual. Hey, but look what's coming out right now with all this Epstein's and all that. We've already been telling people about this for years, okay? That the sacrifice, medical was proof. We didn't have about some Polaroid of someone doing it.
His hand on the baby.
Right. So that was through faith anyway. You know what I'm saying?
These things have been going on throughout time.
Yeah.
You know, you think this time is any different? You think he's so civilized that he don't do that shit? Yeah.
That's part there's the matrix again, right? Because you're in a business suit, and then, you know, oh yeah, he just man, but it's all come out against him because he's oppressing people all over the planet. Now you've got division, you know, politics, and then the Middle East and all that. All this is going on, so people can see it. That's just fucking dumbass monkey out here. That's what it's read, man.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Most High's put him on display for everyone to see what he is. You know, and it's only gonna get worse. Most High gonna reveal and show more things, you know, about him that we already know, but the world don't know yet. You know. Yep.
Yep, it says his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. I have another one. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. And the subheading is Lament for Babylon. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
But you know what's interesting is that the Lord is referring to America as Babylon because, you know, spiritually, Babylon means confusion, and spiritually, the rituals that the ancient Babylonians and stuff were doing, that's what they do here. That's what they're doing. They're doing the same rituals. The scriptures talks about not sacrificing a child to Baal. And it's coming out in some of the emails. But Baal's getting mentioned in the emails. Okay, that's something. You know what I'm saying? So it's been real the whole time. That's what they've been doing. It's a joke, man.
There's something even with the whole what's that garden, the place they go to? Where they the Eden Grove, right? They have these idols there, you know, Molech and these, they have them. Yeah. Why do they have them? They're not using them. You know
it's always in these remote places. Yeah. Why is that? Because the general public are just they're slaves. You know, that attack occultism is for it's them and their power and their private. The rest of the people are just slaves. And the way to control them is for them to not know anything. They believe in the system, basically to keep them as lab rats, basically. Yeah. But none of you make it out the trap. The only way to make it out the trap is you gotta get approached by them. You gotta get brought in by them. All right.
Because earlier on you said that rat race, man. So when you're in that rat race, people ain't got time to do anything else. It's just work. They ain't got time to look into what's actually happening, right? They ain't got time to really try to get themselves in a better place because Esau's just got people working, man. You know, the slaves at the job.
Yeah. The international bankers, the corporation owners, they're not in the rat race. They're not doing. But that's right. That's what they do. Keep it. You know, they into studying shit, and all that. You know, witchcrafts and the elements and things that. Basically, some of the stuff we talk about is the stuff the elites they think about. So when you go to the average person about certain things, the chariot, I don't know about that, because that's just a meat puppet. You don't even know what's going on. You don't know about the leaders. You don't know nothing. It's work hard. You work hard. Just keeping on that same level. You just tired. You know what I mean?
You're gonna make that covenant with death, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Obadiah verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Yeah, what are they really getting up to? What are they really doing? Why does everyone work trapped for nothing? It's working hard and shit. You know, you should get paid. You know, if you do but no, it's just for they're thinking and controlling and planning and all this type of shit. It's part of one of the Illuminati plans in the Albert Pike stuff. Three Wars, Lecter Black and Mazzolini, whatever the fuck his name is, right? About exploring space. That's an Illuminati agenda plan, and they do that now. It's known that the Queen and her husband were all looking into telescopes at the sky and obsessed with chariots. They're obsessed with space, and that's part of Esau's, conquering. Scriptures about him there. He sits in the temple of the Most High, saying is the Most High. He sets his nest amongst the stars. He's into all that.
To the end report, everyone that was deep. They always focused on trying to, go beyond the Most High.
While they tell people, oh, there ain't no Most High, that doesn't exist, that. Basically, they've told people that they made people become a robot, a complete NPC robot. Don't think nothing else exists. Just this, just wear material stuff. Right.
You die and that's it.
Yeah.
Come dirt. I got a quick
And that's what the mark of the beast is about. They want to physically make people perpetual slaves. So when you signed up to that covenant of death, that's a covenant of death. You completely signed up to say, I'm a perpetual slave, because we saw these with contracts. Yeah. Everything's that's a contract.
Yeah.
You signed up, I'm a perpetual slave. You look at typed up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
They that consent unto them.
I give you consent. Right. To fuck me over continuously.
Right.
I accept those conditions.
How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Now, the scripture says, is this the man that made the world? The Lord's going to flip it all over. Esau's going to be looking pathetic. And I was, spiritual, I was thinking about that. Esau's going to be looking pathetic soon, real soon, man. You start the process of starting now. All this is coming out against him. Real it's exposing. Okay? It doesn't matter if the leaders say, well, we want to expose ourselves. That don't matter. You still being exposed. Your tongue shall fall against yourself. Exactly. Before you even come back reincarnated, it was written that you was going to do that. Okay? You doing that, you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Musa, make you do that. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really going on. It's been exposed. That's when the fucking end, bro. This is the end of the end. Right? All this kind of stuff we're speaking about is in normal fucking social, is in the news.
Yeah.
It's just normal right now.
Yeah, every news station, every newspaper, every online site.
Right.
Every comment section on every social media site is currently discussing what, when Pizzagate was happening. They're like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, they're insane.
Yeah. Yeah, my old
That's mainstream.
my old colleague messaged me the other day. I was like, yeah, it seems like all that pizza stuff was true.
Yeah.
Yep.
know you had what you just had Keir Starmer. Yes. Come on, man. The Lord's got this new place being fucking exposed. Okay?
World leaders having to comment on that.
Right. Come on, man. The Lord, we're just get Thessalonians, that's worship the Spirit is about living right. That's that. That's First Thessalonians.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed.
Read it from the start.
Okay, Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letters as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Yeah, let no man deceive you, let the elites deceive you, let the fucking family members deceive you, some bugged out other organizations deceive you. Let the Lord, this is the truth of the Lord is come. Okay? All you people that fell out and you was deceived, a lot of y'all sitting there right now, you don't know what to do with yourselves. Okay? Read that.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
So even back then when the Lord was on the scene, it wasn't the time for them to be delivered at that time. So there was going to be a lot happening, a lot of spiritual, a lot of history, the Middle Ages, the Renaissance and stuff like that. Okay? So Esau was actually going to come back into power. Jacob was going to go into power. If Esau was going to come in, like Esau was going to come back in. And that's what we got today. Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself. Right? It says, except there shall come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And Esau is that man of sin. You know, and he's being revealed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai here in these last days. Okay, and you know, we did fully what the scripture says, thou shalt discontinue from the heritage that I gave thee. This is the only captivity that we've been in where we didn't know who we were as a people. You know, because when we was in Jerusalem, the southern kingdom, you had some of the northern scattered among them, like Anna the prophetess, you know, but you know, we didn't know who we was a people after that. You know, we went into the transatlantic slave trade and so on and so forth. It was punishable by death, you know, if we were reading the Bible. You know, if we were reading, period. Well, you were learning, nigga. You know, you getting whipped.
That's it.
You know, little Jody got punished for breaking eggs. We've been seeing Django and that. 12 years a slave. That's what happened to us, man. So we fell away. We discontinued from our heritage.
It says, just to say one point as well, bro, because this is Paul speaking about this from what 2,000 years ago. So he spoke about the son of perdition being revealed. Back then they didn't know that the son of perdition was the Romans. This is a long time coming. So we witnessing the fall of Esau Edom in these last days is a big deal. Because now this is our salvation is coming in. This guy is the same devil going back. That's why it's in the book of Revelation. They spoke about, you know, that old serpent. Going back to this is how long this guy's been troubling us. From the fucking God, the blessed garden. Think about that. How many fucking millennia this guy's been tormenting us. And now he's being set up on a pedestal to basically, you know, get the strobe light on him, the limelight, and then be shown before all that this guy is a devil. And now the world is going to see his food before his eyes, and he'll never be anything ever again.
That's right.
It's a beautiful thing what we're witnessing right now. You know?
Precept on that. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh, or Hashem Yahushai's right hand, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. You know, so this man is getting ashamed through the spirit. He's being revealed. You know, the man of sin is actually being revealed. The Epstein files, all of that stuff that we've been saying for years is actually, it's out in the open now. You can just go on mainstream media And the Prime Minister has apologised. We apologise. I didn't know he was on the bike. I didn't know.
You lied to me. You lied to me.
You know?
And even if they redact any files, you can unlock it. Like, that's deep. So they're trying to hide their shame still, and then people go and copy
That's
and
right.
paste the word of the whole revealed. The spirit, man, the spirit of Heavenly Father is against us, man. Prophecy's being, fulfilled.
Luke said that he's gonna fall like lightning.
Yeah.
Kind of falling rapid.
Yeah.
That's what's done, man. Falling like lightning.
You asked Kestama, the security services told you not to hire him, you still chose to do it. He was like, yes, I want to ask him if he genuinely did it, and he told me no, so I don't care.
Through. Yeah, and they're making it seem like Starmer ain't in there somewhere, man.
That's what I said. I was like, bro, he was in the seat next to him.
Exactly.
He's like, she bounced from that lap to his lap, man.
Nah, Gordon Brown vouched for him. He's a decent
You see the picture of Prince Andrew?
Yeah.
With a fucking woman on the laid out. It was on the sun. It was on the front. He's like coked up. He's like on the sun.
You thought you could get away from me.
You know.
I have you now.
Well, you could run with the same sweat.
Guy Mamdani, you know Mamdani?
Yeah.
He's like he's his illegitimate son, Epstein.
And the island boys, I'm saying the island boys look as well. They look like it, I can't even lie.
Quick research. This is Luke chapter 8, verse 17. But there is nothing secret that shall not be made manifest.
And it's like with these scriptures, man. The Spirit of the Lord was being revealed to those, man, through the prophets. Right? But obviously, as time goes on, more and more shame, more things are coming out about this devil. And it's about to paint the whole picture that we've been telling you. It's about to paint the whole picture, man. You know, these people have been slow to kind of pick up, kind of thing. Like, they've always known he's the devil, right? But how much of the devil has he really been? You're about to get, how dark is it? You know what I'm saying? How dark does it get? Yeah. Right? You're about to find out all that stuff, man, because it's all written in the scripture for us, you know. So you already understand what this devil is. But you're about to see it. You're about to see how dark it really gets.
Yeah. And we get to say what we told you so.
That's it.
You know? We done told you this for years. Like,
Trust this devil.
told you he was a dirtbag. You know?
Not fit to rule. You know what I'm saying?
You just read it. You read about the man of sin. The man of sin being revealed. That's his nature.
Yep.
He's a sinful creature. He's not all humble and because they're old and decrepit, they can't hurt a fly. These guys, they drink blood for a living. These little kids, feces and madness. To stay looking youthful. It's like you see certain devils, if you look old, the strength is like, you know what I'm saying?
It's still going, bro.
Like
You know what I mean?
blood in them.
But it's still that witchcraft that they're involved in, man. You know? That's what they're really about, the witchcraft. You know, that's why you get all these obscene type things, because that's really what it is. It's the witchcraft that they're doing. They ain't talking about that part of it, but that's what all that stuff is.
And they even mentioned about science as well. It wasn't just an island of little kids. They was doing it because they're trying to do experiments. And he saw that diligent search. So scripture says does a diligent search, seek out all things. So he's trying to find the elixir of life. How do you find that out? Through, debauchery, doing all that sexual magic.
So they believe.
You know, they think they're going to get the mortality free. So, you know,
they think there's a way to usurp or go around the wrong side of the way, you know, how he does things, how he wants it done. If there's a way around it, then he can achieve eternal life through this left-hand means. Can't be done. Can't be done. That's why you're going to go outside.
Even that, was it David Rockefeller, the 6 heart transplants?
Rockefeller.
David Rockefeller, 6 heart transplants. I mean, who else you heard of having 6 heart transplants?
We're trying to.
Where did you come from?
Who's giving their hearts up like that?
You got brothers looking for donors right now. You got brothers who are looking for donors. One donor right now. Man getting 6 transplants within a month.
Well, money talks, isn't it?
We keep finding these heartless corpses, man. What's going on?
It's very cadaverous coming out.
And then they do that stem cell as well. They take the DNA from watered feces and they use it and put it in their bodies.
Yeah, now they're growing organs and shit. That type of shit.
It's a big market.
Witchcraft.
Yep. And it says, just finishing this verse off, it says, for there is nothing secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
So redact what the fuck you want. Most I gonna put it all out there, man. You know, and like I said, we've been putting that here for the scriptures, right? And you're gonna see truly what this devil really is, man. And it ain't no matter redacting and all kind of hiding history is gonna help all of that. Because we're gonna tell you plainly what it is. You know? That's it, man. It's all gonna be revealed at some, wholly, completely at some point. You know?
Precept. This is Luke. This is Luke 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and neither hid that shall not be known.
Yeah. All right, bro. Catch you brothers next week.
Next time, man.